Let's get this thing going.
Hello, America. This is
the fastest 2 hours in radio.
I think we really need like an intellectual revolution.
Now, of course, this is not so much a show as it is a special event.
The Morning Edge with Fox 2's Vic Faust,
We need to have a little talk here.
Chris Knight,
Hang on.
and Eric Johnson.
The more bizarre he gets,
The more people like him.
A complex mechanism that in itself must be operated by an even more complex entity, you.
The Morning Edge starts now.
Welcome, friends.
Guess what, everyone? Today is National Daiquiri Day.
a daiquiri, if you will, bartender.
Hey, daiquiri me!
Banana daiquiri, please.
have a frozen daiquiri.
It's National Daiquiri Day, so raise your glass.
Cheers to that.
2 straws and a banana daiquiri.
Yeah, I'll take a virgin banana daiquiri. Easy on the virgin.
We're celebrating National Daiquiri Day.
On the radio.
Okay, everybody, it's showtime.
Happy Daiquiri Do. Yummy, yummy, yummy Daiquiri Day. Good morning, everybody. It's 8:06. Welcome into the Edge. Brendan Shanahan's here.
Hello.
He's in for Chris. Chris is out. Chris planned in advance that he was going to party hard last night because it was his anniversary. So I guess he said that's why I wasn't coming in today. So he's not here.
Well, happy
Crystal Cooper's here. I'm Vic Faust of Fox 2. Hope everybody's rocking and rolling. Happy Tuesday. Ready to get things up and rolling today. I'm Vic Faust. Okay. Eric Johnson's on his way in. It's July 19th.
Mm-hmm.
Are you ready to go, girl?
I am. It's an exciting day in our family.
Oh, you got an exciting day, too. What's going on with you today?
It's my son's birthday today.
And that's exciting?
Yeah, of course it is.
Why? What makes him more special than anybody else?
Well, he's my firstborn.
I mean, he's just a kid. Everybody has birthdays. Birthdays aren't a big deal. You realize that, right?
Yeah, they are.
Well, they're not a big deal now to you.
I'm just messing with
when
her.
you get old.
It's not like her kids are as old as, Her kids are still young. They still want to do stuff for their birthday.
He's the big 1-0 today. He's 10 today.
Yippee!
So we're jumping into the double digits. I know.
All right, what's his name again?
Liam.
That's right. Liam,
So
happy birthday.
Liam.
Happy birthday to Liam.
Yeah.
The person who did my makeup in Detroit, they don't have those in St. Louis, by the way. They had them in Detroit.
Oh, yeah?
You do your own stuff.
It shows.
I know. And it's worse as you get older, too. Trust me. No, St. Louis is with all due respect, St. Louis is in a time warp when it comes to clothing, style, appearance compared to many other cities, especially Detroit. We are. I'm sorry. You've got to tone it down here. It's very just blah. And a variety of, it is. I mean, you go to Chicago, Detroit, New York. It's very interesting how people want it to stay like it's 1980 here. It's very, very bizarre.
Yeah, we are never ahead of the times here.
No.
Let's just say that.
No. Not when it comes to hair, makeup, clothing,
trends,
fashion.
Not at all. Not even close. But anyway, the reason I brought that up, it kind of shocked me. This woman who used to do my hair, I believe she was a Jehovah's Witness, and they don't celebrate birthdays.
No, anything.
And she's like, I don't even know what a birthday is really. And I just looked at her, I was like, oh. It just kind of took me back a little bit. I was like, oh, no birthday. Okay, yeah. I get it.
Well, it's a rare day in our house when all 4 of us are actually home together on a holiday or on an anniversary or on a birthday. So this is a special one because my husband's traveling usually around this time. So he misses Liam's birthday a lot.
Yeah, from the Facebook line, wishing Liam some happy birthdays. Why not? Why not celebrate a birthday? Kevin says, I need a mullet. No, I don't need a mullet.
No.
The mullet is one of the worst hair ideas in the history of hair. In the history of hair.
It just always makes me think of Joe Dirt.
Joe Dirt makes you look ratty. I just nasty. Nasty.
Yeah.
I don't know if I would grow and wear I don't know if there's enough money
No.
to make me wear a mullet hair. Ugh.
No, I don't think so. No. You could do like a longer Matthew McConaughey.
It's even
like,
worse
hair.
on women.
Yeah,
Because there are women, I have seen women
This is true.
wearing mullets.
Yep.
Did you see the guy who won the British Open?
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
He had a
Cam
mullet.
Smith.
Yeah, Cam Smith. And then they showed
And a little stash. I mean, he looked very ratty.
yes, and then they showed John Daly, who when he won back in what was it, 94,
Did they look
95?
similar?
He had a mullet as well. He had the Rock and Arkansas mullet going on for sure.
Oh, you mean when John Daly did?
Yes.
Yeah. He did. Absolutely.
He had the Rock and Arkansas mullet.
He still kind of has a little bit of that going on.
Yeah, but he's got like the full Santa Claus beard now too.
I'll tell you what, the best thing that ever happened to John Daly is TikTok and social media and things like that. He's become an even bigger star to like the younger group of, watchers and things like that. Like my sons are obsessed with him. Like, oh my God, I got to watch whatever John Daly does.
I know.
It's great.
And he's not even good anymore.
No.
I mean, not even close to being good.
He doesn't even try to make the cuts. He just goes there for the first 2 days. He goes, I don't work weekends.
Yeah.
It's great.
And his bright colored clothing.
Yep.
And he goes from there. So no mullet. Happy birthday to Liam. It just surprised me that woman, that was the first time I'd ever really heard that Jehovah's Witnesses
I had a
don't
similar
celebrate birthdays.
shocking conversation, and it was
You're a
like,
Jehovah's
oh,
Witness?
Yeah, no, when I have met one before.
Oh.
And it was because I used to run in North Carolina in our community. I was the social committee chair. So we would do like the Easter egg hunt for the kids and do like organize, like the fire department was coming through for a Halloween parade or whatever. And she was walking by as we were doing one of those events. And she had 3 kids with her. And she didn't allow the kids to come over and be a part of the event. And someone had asked her and they came back and they were like, did you know this? And I said, no, I didn't.
Yeah. Well, Jason's 45th birthday today. Happy birthday to you, Jason. We appreciate
happy
everybody
birthday.
joining us on the Edge, the fastest 2 hours in Morning Talk Radio. You're jumping in today. Time is 8:12. You can jump in on Facebook, 100.7 The Viper. Love it when you jump in. Love it when you're giving your opinions. And love it when you're giving us ideas. 100.7 The Viper on Facebook. 100.7 The Viper on Facebook. You can also check in on the web, viperrocks.com. Once again, viperrocks.com. We're on YouTube. Follow us there as well, The Morning Edge. And if you just want to call us, we'll allow a call. The phone number is 636-695-2915. Yes, Aaron, John Daly gets paid well to do what? A lot of golf bros do. Drink beer, whack a little balls on Friday and Saturday.
Good gig if you can get
Thursday, Friday, excuse me.
Why not?
it. Good gig if you can get it.
Yeah, he did. Kevin Joseph says Cam Smith was epic. And it was. He looked great. Speaking of sports and competition, did you guys catch Pujols last night?
Yeah.
I
Went into
on
a
it, he kinda does.
tiebreaker the first round.
Do you think Schwarber threw it?
We were talking about it in the newsroom.
Yeah, those first 7 swings in that tiebreaker looked a little.
Because he even said, "What do I do? Do I beat this guy?"
My personal opinion, Schwarber did not do anything close to what he has looked like. But we have seen big home run guys go there and bomb sometimes.
But he was one of the favorites.
Yeah, he was the number 1 seed. Pujols was the 8 seed. Pujols beat him in a tiebreaker. But then I started to go, well, maybe not. But then Juan Soto only beat him by 1.
True.
And then I was like, well, is Juan doing it too? Maybe a future Cardinal? I doubt it, but that's the talk. And then, regardless, it was a good show.
That made the whole thing. When everybody came out and showed love to Albert after his first, they're like, oh, he's not gonna beat Schwarber with 12. And everybody, like the whole group came out and they were like, fawning over him. It was great.
Yeah, it was a good night. Good night to see Pools. All-Star game tonight. Paul Goldschmidt, you'll definitely see. Nolan Arenado, as we know, has pulled out with some back stiffness or tightness. But we will see Goldschmidt. And then maybe we'll see Helsley. Maybe we'll see Miles Michaelis. We'll see what happens tonight. But at least we got Goldschmidt for sure.
I'd rather have Arenado rest anyway.
Yep, I know.
Rest
I'm
up.
with you.
Yeah.
I think Aaron says, I think both Schwarber and Soto were nervous to knock off a legend. They were watching him as kids.
Oh, absolutely.
Of course they were.
And then Pujols he was 41, and at the end it was 21. So it's 41 versus
Yeah.
21. Right? Like holy cow! Like Pujols was already like he'd already hit 100 home runs when that kid was born.
Well,
So
yeah, I agree with the line. Let's hope Pujols was doing some recruiting, but Soto just turned down like a 15-year, $400 million contract. He turned it down.
yeah.
Oh my gosh, I'm with Joe on this one. I used to just get so annoyed when Chris Berman would go back.
Yeah.
Ugh,
It
I
would get-
hated that.
Well, you know,
At first, I thought it was cool, Brandon.
it was cool until you got into what's the old the junkie from the Rangers who just went crazy.
Yeah.
He was
He's passed away, too.
The recovering heroin addict
Yeah,
who
Josh Hamilton.
Josh Hamilton.
And Josh passed away.
Yeah. He's like when he did it and then just went off one year and hit like 32.
Mhm.
It was to the
Yeah.
point where it's like,
Okay, Chris.
enough,
Okay,
enough.
Chris.
Yeah, that one's back too.
Exactly. But
Did
that's
you-
why I wore my Cardinals shirt today.
Did you see
Ugh.
the other Cardinal related baseball news?
What was that?
So 2 former Cardinals
Oh, yeah.
sons were both drafted.
First and second,
Yeah.
right?
Well,
Or first
no,
and-
no.
one was in the 6th round.
Oh, okay.
Mark McGuire's son, Mason, was drafted in the 8th round.
Oh, 8th round.
Who was 1 and 2, though?
But
They were
Matt
both.
Holliday's son, Josh Holliday, went number 1 overall.
Right. Wasn't number 2 also a son of somebody? Just maybe not our player.
Not a Cardinal.
Not a
yeah,
Cardinal.
but
Andrew Jones' son.
okay, yeah. I was gonna say because I thought it was 2 sons that went back to back 1 and 2, but they just weren't. You were saying Cardinals. Gotcha. Yeah.
And Holiday's son's got the mullet too. Seen that?
He's got a mullet.
got-
He's got a mullet, but it is fun to see and
What
fun
would
to
you
watch.
do if your son came home like 2 days before senior pictures and had a mullet?
I don't care. Whatever you want to do.
Yeah, that's,
Really?
that's his picture.
If you want to look like S-Hit, that's up to you. But
You'd
fine.
give him that look, right? But that'd be it.
Whatever.
What if for his 10th birthday your son wanted a mullet?
Yeah, that wouldn't happen.
See, you're a mean mom. What a mean mom.
You just wait. But now that you say that, you're gonna deal with that. Watch what
Oh,
happens.
I mean, he's.
In 8 years, 9 years, you're gonna see, and you're gonna. Yep, Vic told me.
Mhm.
He told me it was happening.
It'll be back to flock of seagulls by then.
He can pull off the long hair or the short hair. But we had family pictures taken last night. So so we had him trim it up over the weekend. But yeah, if anybody needs any pictures done, our friend Lyle Whitworth is awesome and he has Lyle Whitworth Photography.
Cool.
Yeah, so but he took us out to Faust Park last night and we just kind of walked around right before sunset.
That was a good night to do it too.
It was so nice. There was at least a breeze, and we got some good ones. It was hilarious. At one point, he had our my son and my daughter on the road, on like a gravel road, and he told them to hug each other, and that was like a good smile at him. And then he said, "Now look at each other." And when Coco looked at Liam, he just broke. Like he couldn't stop laughing. I don't know what kind of face she gave him, but I wish I would have been taking my own pictures.
Did
in
you do the
background.
railroad track shot? You did this. You did this.
We
the
didn't
one
do
where
railroad.
It's the long down the street, the family in front, and then it kind of blurs in the back and the street behind you.
No, we did do the Iraq where the kids were in the front and we were in the back, you know, further back. But
Everybody wore the same color shirt.
no, well,
Everybody get your khakis and white shirt, guys. We're all going to Faust Park.
yeah, Nick and Liam were in jeans and white, and then Coco and I both had like light pastel pink dresses on. So
Okay.
yeah,
Well, good.
We're gonna do the
when I
same
get
thing
them, I'll show you guys a
with
picture.
Edge Morning Show photos. We're gonna do those.
Exactly. Would love to do that. Hey, guys, I know you're really, really, really probably going to be upset about this, but according to CNBC, 2022 America's top states for business, Missouri is in the worst top 10. This is CNBC, though. And guess what? One of the main reasons why. These are the kind of polls that you have to be careful about when you hear it out there. Voting rights. Because CNBC says Missouri doesn't have mail-in voting options anymore. So your state sucks.
Oh.
Okay. Because mail-in voting options are going to be outlawed and voter ID requirements are necessary. A photo ID is required rather than just any ID. So your state sucks. And Missouri's crime rate, because of St. Louis City and Kansas City, not very good. So Missouri only had 89 out of their 325 points. Well, you know what, CNBC? You guys suck. You're in our top 10 for worst broadcast network.
Yeah.
Arizona was number one. And when you look at the top 10 of their worst,
All liberal states?
no,
Oh, I was just asking.
conservative states, red states,
Oh, gotcha.
because of they're saying, well, you don't have good business because you have voter IDs. What? This is the kind of crap that gets put out there. It's like, if you're going to do a poll, do a really good poll. And I mean, the top 10 worst states, red. Most of the top best states, blue. Most, not all, but most. And it goes directly to voting. Number one for worst state, Arizona, followed by Texas, Oklahoma, South Carolina, Missouri, Louisiana, New Mexico, Indiana, Tennessee, and then Nevada.
Huh.
So anyway, and of course their best states, Vermont, Maine, Hawaii, Minnesota, Washington, New Jersey. Nebraska got in there somehow. So
Nebraska.
Huh.
yeah, fun, yippee-ki-yay. By the way, somebody from the Facebook line, Rosalind says CNBC down with the thumb. Of course, Missouri also pro-life state. And, Stephanie, you're right. She's like, you can't get any more American than my 12-year-old with a mullet shooting a gun off the bed of a truck on a cooler and an American flag on his shirt.
Crystal,
I love it.
Crystal, you are not American.
Stephanie, I love everything you just said except the mullet. I'm sorry.
Yeah, but you were in the time where it was the wedge. You had the wedge cut, didn't you?
I don't even know what a wedge cut is.
So like
the
that
bowl?
skater cut where it kind of shaved up the side and had that like little line.
Nothing. Well, no, that was after me.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know. I mean, I guess it just depended upon where you lived. There wasn't. I don't really
That was
remember
like
anything
the
in
college.
St. Louis.
That was the college cut. Like, and then when I started at working at the Point, everybody who walked in had that same sort of skater like wedge cut. Sort of. They had the parted down the middle, but it was sort of like falling on the sides. Like if somebody took a mow, like a mow haircut, and just spread the middle out. That's how half the people were.
Also, I'd encourage you to watch a story, fox2now.com. My colleague Andy Banker did a story last night on that incident we talked about yesterday in St. Charles. What?
No, go ahead.
Oh.
It was a comment.
Oh, what's wrong?
No, rat tails. She's like asking if a rat tail would be better. Do you remember?
Colton, that's funny.
So sorry.
Yeah.
It was just a sheer reaction.
I missed the story. Was there more info that came out about it?
Just breaking down, more or less talking to the victims who had their car stolen in the middle of the day from a Maryland Heights gas station. They literally pulled into a gas station. They had a paddle board on top of their car. He was getting out to adjust it. Literally got out of his car to adjust the paddle board, and the guy jumped in. The guy who ended up getting shot and killed at Quick Trip, trying to rob that at 2:30 in the morning, jumped into their car and drove off as the guy's hanging onto the car trying to fight. He had his hands on the steering wheel hanging out the car, and the suspect was able to push him out. The guy just let go.
Get out of here.
Whoa.
That's crazy.
In Maryland Heights. And, of course, if anybody didn't realize, the suspect who ended up being killed went and robbed a few places with a knife. One woman had lacerations in her neck in one of the places that he robbed because he had him at knife point.
Right.
Then around 2:30 in the morning at the Quick Trip on First Capitol and Highway 70, extremely busy Quick Trip, that's when he met his fate, when a guy saw some stuff going on inside, walked in, legally carrying, and of course said, "Is everything all right in here?" Knowing that something was going on, but prepared, trying to stop it because he saw a woman with a knife being held to her throat and another woman around the corner. And then that's when the guy ran at him, and then the guy shot him, legally shot and killed him. And it was ironic because it was two St. Louis City residents.
Right.
And, of course, the identity of one of them was kept secret because he didn't want his...
No retaliation.
Yeah, but you had an African-American from St. Louis City shooting and killing legally killing another African-American at Quick Trip in St. Charles. It was just fascinating. Of course, that number, you won't read all those details out, but that's the word that has come from police.
And you'll see, like, having someone with a concealed carry, I think it probably has less stigma than if a police officer shot him, whether it be a white or black police officer shooting that guy. Having a an innocent bystander who comes in and sees that trying to stop, save this woman behind the counter.
Yeah, they have surveillance video of it all too.
Yeah. I think they have, there's less, people are less up in arms. Like, more people are saying, hey, good for this guy for sticking up for this lady.
Yeah.
If it would have been a police officer, black or white, it would have been, I think
Of course. You're
way
right.
more up.
Absolutely. No doubt about it. And then it was interesting in this day and age. I can't believe there was a traffic reporter in Indiana yesterday. A traffic reporter, some young guy, probably hasn't been taught the ways of the world yet, giving his opinion of the shooting. Now, keep in mind, the Indiana Police Department that handled the investigation at the Greenwood Mall where the shooting happened, 3 people died, not 4, 3, because a guy just walked in and started shooting, and he had tons of ammunition with him. He had a gun and a rifle. Then he was only 20 years old. Then a 22-year-old happened to be carrying legally in the mall, shot and killed him, ended the threat. Police came out and said, this guy is a hero. He saved so many lives that would have been lost. And he's being called a good Samaritan. Well, this traffic anchor from Indianapolis who just graduated from Mizzou 4 years ago goes to Twitter and says this guy is hardly a good Samaritan because he shot and killed somebody. A good Samaritan in the story of the Bible is going and helping a man on the side of the road who nobody else would help. He put that out there.
Was he supposed to wash his feet after he shot him?
Wait, was he not helping a
exactly.
woman who had nobody else helping her? Wasn't that what
No,
that
he's
guy
talking
did?
about he's talking about the mall shooting in Indiana.
Well, okay. So even in that situation, he was helping people who nobody else was helping, right?
The people were
How is
going
this
to
still
There was
not-
going to
die.
be a lot of people that was going to
Right.
die.
He was helping a lot of people who weren't being
No, his
helped
name's
by
Justin
anybody else.
Kohler. And I looked him up and he looks like he's 12 years old. And then I was like, how long has this guy been? Oh, he's a freshie. So you're allowed. I was like, wait a second. Are anchors allowed now to go ahead and put their opinions all over Twitter?
Anchors can't even
Really?
do that.
But it just goes to show it's crazy when these situations happen that you were talking about when it comes to shooting and who does what. And it was just one of those things that just blew my mind. Giving opinions and putting that out there. Do we want athletes to give opinions? Do we want local traffic reporters to be giving opinions?
No, just tell me if it's slow through the depressed section. That's what I want to know.
Yeah, Amy said, where were the mall cops? Yeah, I didn't hear anything about that from the standpoint.
At some point, why are you having traffic people out there anyways? Doesn't everybody have a phone?
Yeah.
Come
No,
on.
well, no, I'm all for the traffic. I get it. It helps.
I get it. I know. It was my shot at this kid for being an idiot.
Yeah, the trial for David Dorn's possible killer, a suspect in that trial, started up yesterday as well. We'll get into that when we come back. Joe Biden being ripped now by Virginia's lieutenant governor, Winsome Sears, accusing him of gaslighting over gas prices as he's pretty much got he's got one of those little red gas fill-up cans with him in Saudi Arabia asking for gas. We'll get into that. Oh, for all of you, a marriage counselor's the top complaint from wives. Ooh, do you know what it is? And the 10 most unbreakable rules of parking lot etiquette.
It's a big deal.
That is a big, big deal. Plus, we got a lot more to get into. It's all coming up on The Edge. Eric Johnson, Brendan Shanahan in for Chris.
Happy anniversary.
Crystal Cooper's here. I'm Vic Faust of Fox 2. Share the show 100.7 The Viper. Back with more right after this.
The Edge Morning Show. Back in a moment.
Do you want to work for the biggest medical cannabis company in the state of Missouri? Belief Medical is looking for dynamic individuals to join our newest facility in Jonesburg. We are currently hiring for post-harvest technicians and offer 100% company-paid benefits that include medical, dental, and vision, as well as a starting pay of $15 per hour. If you're 21 or older and ready to join a great company that offers great pay and great benefits, visit our website at beliefmedical.com. BELEAF medical.com.
People's Bank and Trust is helping you get a grip on your finances with our new mobile banking service. You can now manage your accounts, check balances, transfer funds, and pay bills all from the palm of your hand. Visit us online at www.pbtc.net for more information and to start using mobile banking. People's Bank and Trust, hometown banking the way it should be. Follow us on Facebook and Twitter, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Kelley Blue Book is the one-stop shop for pricing, fixing, selling, and instant cash offering. Instant Cash Offer is exactly what it sounds like. An official offer to buy or trade your car. Just enter your VIN or license plate, answer a few questions about your car's history, and what kind of condition it's in. In minutes, you'll receive an offer to sell or trade your car that you can be sure is fair. Then choose a dealer to purchase your car and schedule a time to meet. For all of the its, KBB.com.
This year, Progress West Hospital celebrates 15 years of caring. A member of BJC Healthcare, Progress West Hospital has had the privilege of serving the St. Charles County community since 2007, proudly delivering more than 9,800 babies, treating more than 330,000 emergency patients, and performing more than 36,000 surgeries. Thank you for entrusting Progress West Hospital, your best medicine close to home, for 15 years. To learn more about Progress West Hospital, visit progresswest.org.
Thanks, everyone, for baking your way here on this toasty morning. Are you all ready to jam? Excellent. Before we get rolling, let's start by hashing out everything bagel will be discussing. Profit margins are okay, but they could maybe be butter. Sorry, I don't mean to waffle. Next quarter, it's all or muffin. Did you have a question, sausage patty?
My name's Patricia.
When you can't take your mind off breakfast, it matters where you stay. Delicious breakfast available at our Hilton family of brands. Hilton, for the stay.
Hey, Brian Dawson here. Folks, Brian Dawson Roofing and Construction is a roofing company dedicated to excellence and quality. We are very familiar with working with insurance as well as uninsured roofing needs. We do room additions, small roofs, big roofs, steep roofs, flat roofs, residential and commercial. So hey, if you have any roofing or construction needs, call me, Brian Dawson.
Learn more by visiting BrianDawsonRoofing.com or call 636-465-9465. That's 465-9465.
Hello. Discover here to explain our cash back match. Here's how it works. We give you cash back for using your Discover card on the things you were going to buy anyway. Then we match that cash back in your first year. And that's why we call it Cashback Match. Now to recap and say cashback one more time. We match all the cash back you've earned at the end of your first year automatically. Discover. Exceptionally common sense. Learn more at discover.com/match. Limitations apply.
Now, back to the Edge Morning Show.
Hey guys, welcome back to this little show called The Edge. Good morning. Happy Tuesday, July 18th. Time is 8:33. Eric Johnson's in the house.
July 19th.
What did I say again?
18th.
What did I? Oh, 19th. July 19th. See, you're not tired. You're on it.
I know, but I am tired. Sorry, guys.
She only knew that
You said it
kid's
straight?
birthday.
Oh, yeah, that's right. You're
Well,
right.
and I got this giant birthday list in front of me that says July 19th
A damn
birthdays.
kid. Damn kid's birthday. Making me tired. Having to spoil the hell out of him. He's spoiled, isn't he?
Oh, yeah, I spoil my
Liam.
kids. Sure. But they don't act spoiled. I spoil
Will
them,
be the
but they
will
don't
be the
act spoiled.
will be the deciding factors of
Not
that.
they don't act it
You
to
can
you.
ask any of my friends. I think that they would agree with you. I've got
Eric
some pretty
Johnson's
great
here.
kids.
Bridget Shanahan's in for Chris.
I don't know
Crystal
that I
Cooper, the spoiling mom.
I don't
and
know.
Rick Faust.
I used to be really against you spoiling moms.
Yeah.
I used to really, I thought, man, these kids are going to grow up horrible. But I'm starting to find out that the kids that get spoiled in life, they have a good structure usually. And
You've lost your effing mind.
No, I'm not. No, I'm not.
There's no way to tell. Sometimes yes, sometimes no.
I am starting to believe that moms like Crystal Cooper raise the best kids.
Oh.
Hmm.
But I didn't always feel that way.
Yeah, Chris,
I didn't always feel that way.
There's a difference, though, Eric. You're missing it.
I'm
love. It starts with love. The kids that are raised best start with love. Love can mean spoiling in materialistic ways, but love can also mean spoiling in the emotional, spiritual, and kind ways. It doesn't have to just be spoiling like we think from a materialistic standpoint.
Well, how many of those kids do you remember, like, growing up that were totally spoiled on things, but at the same time, they were pretty lonely kids?
Sometimes.
Because
it all depends.
Yeah, I mean, it was.
This is a hard one. It's such a gray area.
It is a gray area. But
you would see the materialistically spoiled kids. I remember growing up were the ones that a lot of only child type things and spent a lot of time by themselves.
Yeah. No, I make sure my kids understand that, like, when we go to the lake, like, that this is not something that everybody gets to do all the time. Like for his birthday, he just wants one thing.
No, that's good.
You know what I
Understanding the
mean?
value of
Little
money.
stuff.
Absolutely.
Yeah. I mean, when we're at the store, trust me, if he asks me for something and there's something next to it that, like, is a better deal. We started this back when he was picking out those little Hot Wheels. He wanted one Hot Wheel and it was like $1.99, or he could get a 5-pack for $3.99. So I looked at him and I was like, which one's what's the better option here? You know what I mean? And he looked at me and he's like, well, I do have $5. And I was like, so then get the 5 cars. You know what I mean? It's like, so now he looks at stuff like that where he's like, okay, well, I could, maybe hook myself up and still, like, get a better deal.
Yeah.
I make sure they understand.
You're overthinking it now. Usually the mom just does it because that's what they do. You're overthinking it. Don't think about it so much. But our co-host, Chris, spoils his wife like a bitch. It is, and you know what I'm talking about.
And he's not here today because last
it's his
night
damn
was
anniversary.
his 25th anniversary.
Yes, a quarter
so
of
he's
a
like,
century.
I'm not gonna be in tomorrow. Okay.
A ring. He spoils his wife like no one's business.
Yeah.
And she's always
Allegedly, it was double-digit carat.
Man, what do you do with that?
Well, he literally he mounted a Lamborghini on her finger. And,
Yes.
he made a band for a Lamborghini and put it on her.
Well, she said she had shoulder
Surgery.
problems because her arm was hanging down for many years, and it keeps getting heavier.
I heard she couldn't
walks
fit her
with a
hand
tilt.
in her bag, right?
Yeah.
She couldn't
When you
get her
can't
hand
get
in
your
her
wallet
bag.
out of your purse, which is a duffel bag, your ring is too big. Anyway, happy anniversary. Happy anniversary to Chris and Trace.
Speaking of Hot
Cheers.
Wheels and cars, because of all the attempted break-ins of vehicles,
Yeah.
and
Get some.
what? And shattered
I'm sorry, go ahead.
glass. I was like, what? Okay. In St. Louis City, we did a story last night.
Yes.
Oh my God. They are getting this, just one place it went to, getting 10 calls per week.
Stop.
From victims of car break-ins. He said they are booked for over a month. It's going to take you over a month to get your car fixed because there's so many victims of car break-ins.
Yes, sir.
And then that coupled with not tons of people working, you won't get your car fixed.
And
you get victimized twice. One, somebody tries to break into your car, and two,
thrice.
You won't get fixed.
They don't have the parts from China.
There's
There's number 3.
People are starting to leave notes on their dashboard that says cars. It's not even a joke.
What are you going to say?
The notes on the car say cars unlocked, nothing in it. Go ahead and check. Swear to God. Cars unlocked, nothing in it. Go ahead and check for yourself.
Isn't someone brought that up at one time? Leave your windows down so they don't smash them out, and just take everything out of the car.
Just leave it open.
Just leave it open.
Don't put the windows down in case it rains, but you can leave it open.
It's another reason why you don't want to live in an apartment complex where you park your car out in a parking lot. I mean, there's so many factors to St. Louis that suck so bad. You also had South County's getting blasted now, I guess.
Well, yeah,
saw that last
people
night.
are going wherever they need to go to try to hit different areas. Parts of coordinated efforts to come out to to South County, to come out to St. Charles County, to hit different places. Mercy South, in South County was hit last week.
UPS, FedEx, Amazon.
It's not like it's one guy, two guys driving around going, hey, let's go lift this car. It's like it's organized. I mean, they're coming out with like when they do the break-ins down the street, people see it on camera. You'll see one car go ahead and then drop people off, and couple guys start filtering back.
It's like Halloween for the city kids.
To your point,
Yeah.
That's not cool.
Woo!
Eric,
Trick or treat
steal.
smash.
Eric, that's
Trick
not
or
cool.
steal.
That's you didn't.
What
you
it
did
is?
not mean that.
They all bring their little. Never mind.
And I got a rock.
Pam from the Facebook line says it's organized crime. Yeah, it is. That's what we're hearing. That's what police are telling us. Aaron says, to your point, Brendan, people in L.A. leaving their doors open. Defund the police, though, right? They're literally leaving the doors open because they're like, look, don't waste time here.
The only bad part in LA is you're going to find homeless living in that car
my
when you
God.
go out to it.
Oh, my God. Yeah.
Or they
Yeah.
use it for themselves for a little bit at least, right?
So what is going on in the? I don't know if this is a trend. I don't know if what's going on, but in it, like you guys were talking about at the mall, a Good Samaritan shooter.
Yeah.
What happened in St. Charles? Good Samaritan shooter. Apparently in Minneapolis, Black Lives Matter was out at a cop shooting, and the mom comes out and says, "The guy was going to kill me. Get your
What
black."
mom are you talking about?
On in Minneapolis, there was a police shooting, and the guy was coming after this other lady and her kid. So the whole incident takes place, and Black Lives Matter comes out there to protest, and the mom who was going to be killed or was being attacked said, "Get out of here, BLM. This has nothing to do with you. That guy was going to kill me. So get your BLM out in front of the cameras. We're done with this." I think there's a trend happening. People don't want to see this crime coming to their communities who are not usually crime-ridden. The urban areas are very used to this kind of thing. I don't want to say used to it, but they put up with it a lot more. You bring that to St. Charles, I'm wondering if you're going to start to see Good Samaritans say, "I am gladly packing with the CCW right now.
Well,
you
absolutely.
do anything around me and you're going down." And if the cops and the cities, they support those people, go, "If crime comes out here and you get shot, it's your own fault."
Yeah.
I'm wondering, is that the new trend? Is the trend saying you are unofficially deputies of the sheriff's department? If you see anything, protect yourself, protect your community.
Yeah. Well,
Because
I mean,
this guy was a hero in Indianapolis and Indiana, right?
Yeah,
would
they
you say
both
he was?
were.
Would you say he was?
Yeah, they both were.
Not, and it doesn't matter what we would say. Police said in the
Right.
press conference yesterday, they did a post wrap up press conference. The chief of police, quote,
Yeah.
"If our 22-year-old, I can't remember how the term they used for him, didn't take care of the situation, many more people would have died."
Mm-hmm.
Many.
Yeah.
The
Yes.
suspect was armed
Yeah.
with such and such ammunition. The guy came in and took
And
He's
let
on
me,
his way to the
the
food court
situation.
to just blow people up.
and I'm
Yeah.
talking in this
That
30,000
was
foot mosaic right now.
despite what the local traffic anchor
Oh, screw him.
in
That-
Indianapolis, who's got 3
he
years
should be
of
canceled.
experience.
He should be canceled off the station.
The
Bye.
guy
Don't
should
forget
be
the right.
fired.
He should be. Absolutely.
And you're talking about Indiana too. It's not up there in New York or L.A. And
right.
I'm wondering, because as a news anchor, you don't go out and give your opinions on stuff like that.
I didn't even know you guys could do
No,
that.
you're not supposed to. The guy
I thought you had
should
to
be
sign something or something.
No, you don't go out and do that stuff. That's no.
But it's even beyond that. Check this out.
Tweeting
So
that out
I was
there?
thinking this. Uvalde, the police. You did nothing. And you guys are all evil to a lot of people in that community. You did nothing as kids were getting shot. So I'm wondering if the tide is turning.
Yeah.
Not taking guns away from people, but giving guns to responsible people. I was also thinking, how do you work at Quick Trip after hours, Vic?
Well,
how do
I know.
you work as a 30-year-old person, and you are the only one at a Quick Trip in St. Charles?
How about not just Quick Trip? A lot of places after the guy went into the Christian bookstore.
Oh yeah,
3 years ago.
Yes.
And did what he did in there, and you only had women working
How do you do
inside
it?
there during the middle of the day. It makes you think twice. It does, and it's sad because we don't have enough jobs that are filled yet, and we don't have enough business owners who can find employees to work so that people can do as good as they possibly can.
Right.
Here's my
I mean, a
solution.
store manager for Quick Trip can make. I just looked it up. They make up to $130,000
Okay,
a year.
I got a
Correct.
solution.
Mhm.
You don't put 16-year-old chicks after hours
Well,
at Quick Trips anymore.
No, but they're not
26-year-old chicks.
16.
26-year-old chicks at Quick Trip. You put old Army veterans, Green Berets, and you
but
pay.
do you have old Army veterans that are going
Yes.
to do that?
Well, then
Is it cost effective? It would be cheaper for them to close down for the night.
No, it wouldn't.
Yes, it would.
No, it wouldn't.
You mean
lot.
just hire a veteran? Not
I'm just saying,
necessarily-
Quick Trip, right? You don't even have to advertise it. It's just we're going to get some old 60-year-old Green Berets and say we encourage CCW as you're working after hours.
Well, people are trying to hire veterans all over the place. Number one, you got to get veterans that want to do it. Number two, that are qualified and want to do it.
Okay,
that could be a thankless job.
I'm sure, but if you're but you up the pay. you say this is a substation.
Don says he'd do the job.
Well, most QTs are substations for someone to go into a QT.
Yeah, but
and
they're not
think
always
that-
there.
I get that. And then
Eric 60
so what
is not
happens if-
old, according to Melanie.
I didn't say it's old going over to Iraq. It's old. You're not in the military anymore.
Right.
Is what I'm saying.
So here's what's going to happen if you start promoting that. Okay, so your overnight workers at QT or Mobile on the Run, whatever, are CCW. They have CCW.
Yes.
So all that's telling you now is that a group of thugs, if they want to go in and get a gun, if they need another gun, they can go in there with multiple guns and take that guy's one gun.
Really?
It's what happens. Our security guard down at the Channel 30 building,
I wouldn't advertise
Three
it.
different times, the security guard was mugged for their guns.
Not a very good security guard. Not a very good.
They walked up. A car pulled up next to him, and the security guard was literally walking out one of the air talent, and they pulled a gun and took the security guard's gun.
How about after a certain hour, you have to like buzz, and then they open the door behind the counter.
And that's the thing is
why
to not even let them in. You know, like
Some company is going to figure out security systems
Well, we're
for
told
not
from
just
the Facebook line, Eric, that they have armed guards at the Quick Trips in St. Louis City.
You think with a bazooka, maybe? I mean, it's.
I mean, if anything, this whole
with
like St.
flamethrowers
Charles
and hand grenades.
Yeah, this whole like I
Happy
think
birthday,
that
Isaac. We see you.
I think it
Or
has
yesterday.
some effect too on public transportation,
Yeah.
right? Because
I would-
why are we going to
yes.
continue to bring public transportation
Yes.
further and further out?
Yeah.
If they're going to
No.
just come out here, steal, take our cars, and drive back home,
You know, yes, you're right.
It can happen, but that doesn't happen all the time.
Well,
It's the highway system is it has increased it more than anything. Like 364, adding that in increased car thefts because you're right off the highway, and that's the whole thing. Like when we had the police chief on and he was talking about it, he said because of the expansion of the highways, these neighborhoods that are right off the highway are easy hits because they can steal a car and take off right away.
Quick Trip needs to start arming people with tranquilizer bazookas.
Yes.
There you go. Machine gun bazookas.
Yes.
You just loaded
Just
up with
like
a couple
water
of those
guns.
hard taquitos.
Look,
you can
there's
kill
gonna
somebody with a
there's
taquito,
gonna
you hit 'em
be
hard enough.
and if you want to make $1 billion, if
They've
you
been
want to
on
make
that
$1
roller
billion,
for a minute.
you want to make $1 billion right now, start a company that solves problems for these little convenience stores. And that might be if you see trouble and you're about ready to push the button, you put your mask on and the entire place fills with some kind of gas that puts
Oh,
everybody
really?
asleep.
Yeah, including innocent people.
So what?
And then they fall and hit their head, and then they're suing you.
You'll wake up with a $20 gift card.
How did the bodegas in New York handle all that?
They didn't. They're always getting blasted. Always. I'm telling you, even when I was out there 20 years ago, those guys were always getting hit.
Oh my
every
God.
night.
Here's I'm not going to say his name unless he comes back and says that we can, but he's a listener to the show, and he messaged me privately, and he just said, I'm a trash man, and I have people threaten me all the time over them being delinquent and me skipping their house and picking up their trash. I'm glad my company lets me carry.
Yes. You know who else carries? The guys.
No idea trash men were carrying.
Are you kidding me?
Are
makes sense.
male people allowed to carry?
You know who
'Cause they're
else carries?
government workers,
And I
but-
can't say this, so you didn't hear this from me. So if anybody asks, Derek didn't say this. But the
We won't tell anybody.
the guy-
Your secret is safe with me.
the guys that do the mobile phone arrays,
Uh-huh.
they have to go down in the city. They are carrying. So when you go to fix a mobile phone antenna in North St. Louis, better believe that guy has 2 guns on him somewhere.
Well, yeah, that's not necessarily surprising.
It's not?
No.
To
So
be
if
like
you're going to be
a-
working down in that area to have that, I mean, how many times have trucks been just parked? Hey, I'm going up the pole to fix this. Next thing you know, the truck is either, like up on jacks or everything's stolen out of the back or they're just gone altogether.
Yeah. It's a shame that we have to actually have these words coming out of our mouth
No, I know.
right now,
Like,
isn't
when
it?
we were
Isn't it a shame?
When we were driving through Florida coming back from spring break, there was a huge section around Orlando that they were fixing.
Yes.
And in the middle, they had a huge like concrete churner thing, and it was hanging from a crane 30 feet off the ground because they didn't want to leave it on the ground. So they like hooked it to the crane and left it like hanging overnight.
It's like hanging your food from bears. You're going camping.
We were like,
keep the jerky in a tree so the bear doesn't get it.
Oh, my God.
Lance says in New York, an officer rides with a sanitation worker.
That's probably true.
Oh, my God. Truckers that need gas at night beg to differ about companies staying open. Donna said companies need to stay open 24 hours a day.
There's
You
a
have
difference
to.
between
nowadays.
a big Love's on the side of the highway and like the mobile on the run in St.
Aaron
Charles.
says that truckers need places open 24/7. She said no business needs to be open 24 hours. I
Oh.
think that's what she said.
Yeah,
Or
there's
somebody.
There's plenty of
something
people that
different
work
off the
24-hour
interstate.
overnight, you know?
But you're also, those ones off the interstate generally have multiple people in there at a time. Somebody
True.
at 3 o'clock in the morning going to that mobile on the run. The only thing that's coming from there is somebody who just lost a bunch of money at the casino at that one.
Yeah, it's
You know what I
weird.
mean?
It's right.
And the second one that he hit was literally closed.
Yeah.
It's strategic. They're coming over the bridge. They're going one by one by one. He probably thought he was going to get all the way up to Wentzville and have $1 million.
Wow. Pam,
I wonder if this is just like a challenge, like that was
No.
like, see how far you can go. No?
Pam says
Do you
we've
know what I
hired
mean, though?
security for our plumbers when they are doing grease trap replacements at night in St. Louis City.
Oh, God. Worst job ever?
Yeah, I
Call
I
Mike
replaced-
Rowe. That's a bad one.
I replaced a grease trap at a restaurant I worked at a couple times because you
Yeah.
got paid extra money to do so,
Yeah.
just like you got paid extra money to clean the bathrooms.
Yeah.
That smell.
Yeah.
One of the worst things. It is bad.
Latch,
bad.
I guess the day of the latchkey kid, that's over too, isn't it? You can't just leave your door open and have your kid walk in after school. Is that those days are over? Right? That's
Sad
it's
to
too,
say.
Now they
it's-
just have the
right?
garage door opener
Now
code,
they have
that's
the
all.
they have the garage
I'll
door
say it
code.
again. I'll say it again. Back in my day, we used to go on vacation for a week and keep the door open.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, we used to
We
like,
lost the
garage
keys
door
to
up.
my house when I was a teenager. We didn't know where the keys to the house even were.
Yeah.
It was always unlocked. Does that sound weird now?
No.
Oh,
No.
God,
Well-
that's crazy.
In Chicago, we left our
Yeah.
doors unlocked.
Okay,
Wow.
Aaron, I know a lineman for Ameren that works the city at night and says he just hears gunshots going off all the time.
Well, our beloved mayor, she's doing a press conference and hears gunshots going off and just smiles. Oh, that's the sounds of the city.
Woo, fireworks!
Yeah, and she
Whee!
did not. Excuse me, people. I have to call the cops real fast. Hey, can we hold on to the? Here, keep your camera rolling. I have to call the cops real quick. No, not that. Just a little smile and a wink to the audience.
When your mayor
We're
is
used to that.
desensitized over gunshots,
You're
there's
in
a
trouble.
problem.
You're in
Speaking
trouble.
of gunshots in the city, Pam says also our employees have been shot at while just trying to clean a Jack in the Box at night because to clean they had to shut the restaurant down and people were pissed. So they were shooting. They've been shot at.
Pam, what are you doing?
Really?
Yeah,
Pam, what are you doing?
Somebody got shot for not having enough mayo on somebody's sandwich. People are crazy.
This might not be
tacos
fixable.
are good, but not
This might not be fixable. I cannot imagine how you're going to fix this problem.
Well,
And Donna says, no wonder no one wants those jobs. That's a great point. All right, we got to take a quick
Man.
break. Don't go anywhere. We'll come back. We'll tell you about a city where the police are now, major city, the police are admitting, yeah, we don't engage anymore. And there's no doubt that's why crime's up. But we know that the prosecuting attorneys aren't going to do anything. This, according to police. Not us saying it. We'll tell you about the Pulitzer Prize, which was once considered to be an amazing thing to get. Now, not anymore. they kind of drew their line in the sand. They became political, which is unfortunate. Plus, Eric, did you watch Tucker Carlson last night?
I did not.
I didn't either because a couple people are talking about Tucker Carlson. I don't know what was on. I did not watch. I've been slammed.
I was watching the home run derby.
Oh,
Sorry.
no. I think the thing about Tucker was the TikTok. Wasn't it the TikTok Chinese connection?
Oh, yeah. We just teased that.
That might be what they were talking about.
Maybe we could look at that too. We'll figure it out. Plus, taking your phone calls, jump in on Facebook, share the show, 100.7 The Viper. You can also jump in on the app, ViperRocks.com. Eric Johnson, Brendan Shanahan in for Chris, Crystal Cooper, and Vic Faust of Fox 2. Back with the news headlines and your birthdays as well.
The Edge Morning Show. Yeah, we know we don't start as early as the other shows because we're a lot smarter.
The Troy Area Chamber of Commerce presents the 17th Annual Memories on Main Car Show in Troy, Saturday, August 6th. Rain or shine, Main Street in Troy will come alive with great cars, music, food, and much more. Registration runs from 8 a.m. until noon and awards at 3 p.m. Dash plaque for the first 200 registrations. For more information and registration, call 462-8769. That's 462-TROY. Visit TroyOnTheMove.com or like the Troy Chamber on Facebook. The 17th Annual Memories on Main Street Car Show in Troy, Saturday, August 6th.
My daughter used to be a shining star. I would tell her, there's nothing you can't do. Now, it's like living with a stranger. It happens so fast. Centerpoint Hospital, real help for addiction and hope for a bright future.
If a young person dear to you is facing substance use, the Changing Point at Centerpoint Hospital now offers adolescent treatment solutions with detox, 4-week residential, and outpatient treatment. The Changing Point for Adolescents at Centerpoint Hospital. Hope for a bright future.
Keep your resolution to quit cigarettes this time. Go to I Quit Vapor, 852 Bryan Road, O'Fallon. I Quit Vapor carries the salt nicotine systems, their latest juice flavors, and all of their pod systems. Let their staff explain why the salt nicotine system is so effective in helping you to quit cigarettes for good. It has a much smoother delivery and allows you to adjust the amount of nicotine intake. I Quit Vapor is still your one-stop shop for everything vapor. Keep your quit cigarette resolution this time. Go to I Quit Vapor, 852 Bryan Road, O'Fallon.
If you owe the IRS back taxes, then get ready to pay up. The IRS has giant private collection agencies actively tracking down folks who owe the IRS. So if you think dodging them was stressful in the past, it's going to get a whole lot tougher. Optima Tax Relief has this advice. Don't wait. Solve your tax problems now before it's too late. Optima Tax Relief works to stop the demand letters, stop the aggressive collection actions, and stop the IRS collectors from targeting you. Ask Optima about the Fresh Start Initiative, one of the biggest breaks the IRS has ever offered. If you qualify, you could save thousands, and nobody knows this program better than they do. Optima is A+ rated with the Better Business Bureau, and they get results, having resolved over $1 billion of tax debt for their clients. Get a fresh start. Call today for your free consultation.
Call 800-624-7544. 800-624-7544. 800-624-7544.
Optima Tax Relief. Some restrictions apply. For complete details, please visit OptimaTaxRelief.com.
You work from home, and now home can be anywhere you want with an RV from Bill Thomas Camper Sales. RV travel is the ultimate social distancing for your family, and you know what you have with you and where it's been. For 55 years locally, family-owned, Bill Thomas Camper Sales has had the highest quality for every budget, and they have guidelines in place for your safe shopping experience. Travel in comfort and safety with a visit to Bill Thomas Camper Sales in Wentzville. For details, hours, and directions, go to btcamper.com.
The Edge Morning Show is coming right back.
Finding great candidates to hire can be like, well, trying to find a needle in a haystack, but not with ZipRecruiter. Its powerful technology actively finds and invites qualified candidates to apply to your job. So while other companies might deliver a lot of hay, ZipRecruiter finds you the needle in the haystack.
See why 4 out of 5 employers who post a job on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. Try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/free.
Now another hour of The Edge Morning Show on KFNS Troy St. Charles. The Edge Morning Show.
Get a grip on your finances with People's Bank and Trust's new mobile banking service. You can now manage your accounts, check balances, transfer funds, and pay bills with ease and all from the palm of your hand. Activate your phone today by visiting us online at www.pbtc.net. People's Bank and Trust. Hometown banking the way it should be. Follow us on Facebook and Twitter. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Viper weather with legendary chief meteorologist Dave Murray.
Hi, this is Viper meteorologist Dave Murray on this Tuesday. Sunny skies. Not too bad this morning, but it's another hot afternoon with moderate humidity. That's a good thing. 94 for the high. Tonight, clear skies, rather humid and warm. 75 for the overnight low. On Wednesday, sunny, hot. Again, just moderate humidity. 95 degrees for the high on Wednesday. Actually, a little cool front's going to come through mid-afternoon on Wednesday. Looks like it's coming through dry. Wednesday night, clear skies will take it down to about 69. Thursday, sunny, 94 degrees. Friday, Saturday, Sunday, hot and humid. High temperatures Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, upper 90s. From the Viper Weather Center, I'm Chief Meteorologist Dave Murray. Now back to the Edge on 100.7, The Viper.
Whipper River Electric, a Touchstone Energy cooperative. The Edge Morning Show.
Local headlines now with Fox 2's Vic Faust.
Hey guys, 9:01 is our time. Time to take a look at some of your morning headlines. Don't know if you've heard about this yet, but I did a story on it. This was plans a few years ago, but now it's starting to come to fruition after COVID. The zoo, St. Louis Zoo, shared several new renderings and updates of guest experiences and animals at their Wild Care Park. They're going to show that today. Now, it's going to be a 425-acre property located in Spanish Lake, St. Louis County. Now, the animals for this safari are going to start to arrive in 2023. It's going to be a pilot pasture. The park's expected to open in 2027. I know it's a long way away, but it's going to give you several safari-like experiences akin to a big-budget dinosaur movie. Only here the animals are, including the ones that are already living, and they're calling it home in that area. St. Louis County residents will be able to go for free. Admission prices for guests will be announced later. Interesting stuff going on there. Just talked about it. Police are investigating several break-ins all throughout the St. Louis area. Mercy South last week, St. Louis City, near Hampton and Filer and Creve Coeur. One auto body shop says, check with auto body shops. Because of break-ins, your wait time could be as much as a month. A month to get your car fixed. The worst are the windows being broken out. That's the worst that they're having trouble trying to repair. Also, Hazelwood citizens are trying to seek a recall of their fire district director. It's not happy about that. Police are also investigating a homicide near Cool Valley. And we've also got police looking for Central West End car thief suspects. That has happened as well. So, that's going on as well. And there was also a homicide overnight in the Dutchtown area, and a missing Osage Beach attorney. It was a big story for a while. Has been found dead. Better news last night. Cardinals slugger Albert Pujols. He didn't win, but he pulled off an upset in the first round of the Home Run Derby. Then he almost beat Juan Soto. That was good news. All-Star game tonight. Paul Goldschmidt will be playing in it. Maybe you'll see Miles Michaelis, Ryan Helsley as well. And we'll see what kind of fun we have. Go National League. Go Cardinals. Let's look at your headlines.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
It's your birthday.
It's your birthday. That's right. I serve you cake. I'm Peggy. Pull your leggy. Happy birthday. It's your birthday. It's your birthday. It's your birthday. Go.
Happy July 19th. People born on this day are optimistic folks with an idealistic principles and high expectations. Other additional fortes include their sense of wisdom, humor, self-awareness, and grace. However, these people can also get impatient and be a bit temperamental.
I think you're going to say a bitch. Give me a bitch.
A bitch, temperamental.
So our first birthday is a really big birthday. Let me get a bunch of information out, though, please. Rachel Robinson. She's the widow of professional baseball player Jackie Robinson. She's 100 years old today. Right?
She's alive?
Yes. She was honored in 2007 with the Commissioner's Historic Achievement Award for establishing that Jackie Robinson Foundation.
Love it.
And opening next week on the 26th in New York City is the Jackie Robinson Museum.
Love it.
So if you're up that way, go check it out. Their motto for the foundation is educate, inspire, and challenge. So happy birthday to her, special 100.
Yeah.
Benedict Cumberbatch, he's an actor.
Yeah.
Doctor Strange in the Marvel series.
Very good.
Also Sherlock Holmes in a BBC series, Sherlock, for 4 seasons. He's 46 today. Brian May. Do you know who he is?
The guitar player.
For Queen.
Good job.
How old do you
Good
think
job.
he is?
Oh, he's in his 70s.
Uh-huh.
No doubt. 74.
I think 74 is a good guess.
75, right? Do you know what he has a doctorate in?
Yes, engineering.
Astrophysics.
Astrophysics, that's
yeah,
right.
I thought that was pretty cool. Lisa Lampanelli, she's a retired comedian. She's 61 today. She was called
Female
the queen.
Don Rickles.
Yeah, Queen of Mean, right? She did a lot of roasts. Pamela Anderson, William Shatner, Flavor Flav, David Hasselhoff, and even our former president, Donald Trump. Another birthday is Howard Schultz, CEO of Starbucks.
I met him.
He's 69 today.
He used to be my boss.
He was all for defunding police, and now he's having to close shops all over America. It's
He's
awesome.
done. He's not the
Close them
CEO
all
anymore.
up.
He's not the CEO
But he
anymore.
was the one that was
He's
into
been both,
defunding.
chairman and CEO.
Yeah.
He deserves everything he gets.
Yeah. And we're $3.9 billion.
That's
right?
it?
Yeah.
What a loser.
And then
Total loser.
Stuart Scott, former ESPN anchor, would have been 57
Oh,
today.
that's sad.
And also Alan Collins. He was the guitarist and founding member of Lynyrd Skynyrd. He would have been 70.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
Cooler
wishing
than the other side of the pillow.
wishing the happiest of birthdays to all of our famous friends and anybody else out there with a birthday today, including my son Liam. Happy 10th birthday.
What?
Yes, with love from your Edge
The whole first
family.
segment was about Liam.
Yeah, I didn't listen.
The Edge Morning Show.
Yeah!
Hey guys, welcome back to the show. Also, we like you guys when you tell us about other birthdays that we may not have had time to get to or didn't say. Anthony Edwards' birthday as well today. Actor Anthony Edwards.
Goose.
Hey Mav. I don't feel so good about this. Matthew Hicks says, "Go woke, go broke, Starbucks. Goodbye." I would be happy if all the Starbucks just went bye-bye, and that would drive Eric and others crazy.
People like me can be conflicted,
Yes.
Okay.
Life is about confliction.
It is.
And affliction.
And deconfliction. I need to deconflict.
Was the Starbucks CEO, was he really, really hyper when you met him? Like,
No.
hey, Eric, how you doing? How's everything going? What's going on over there, bro?
No, well put together guy. Howard was always well put together. He was the guy. He was the guy that brought experience to coffee. That's what his genius really was. Is he said, it's coffee, it's milk, it's coffee, it's sugar, whatever, but we're going to bring an experience to it. That's what really
This
made
coffee
him.
tastes like it's burnt. Well, that's how it's supposed to taste.
No, it's the best thing ever.
All right, guys and gals. A marriage counselor gave her top complaint from wives. What do you think the top complaint, if there is a complaint that wives have with their husbands?
Pick up your socks.
Pick up your socks. Well, I guess that could kind of be associated with this.
I don't wear socks.
Yeah,
so
but
it's not-
sometimes that could be the top complaint with men with women, because there are women who are just flat out lazy as well.
Mess.
A mess. The hot messes.
I've been with I
I
dated
was
more
married
girls
to
that
one.
had their apartments were the worst.
Yeah, clothes
I was
everywhere,
like, you a
shoes.
hoarder? Holy cow.
Eric, what do you think the top complaint women had with men was? Or their husbands?
I think it's women being so insecure
Oh,
about
that-
other girls.
That's-
that women
That's funny.
that women think that their man is always looking at someone else,
That's
and
probably,
they're not.
That's probably top 5, but I don't think that's the top one.
Oh well, at least I got
All
it.
right.
That sounded a little close to home somewhere.
Crystal Cooper, Flava Flav, Crystal Cooper. What's your number one complaint with your husband?
Maybe just like in general having to just like ask him to do anything, right? Like you see it, do it.
You looked at the list. You cheated.
No, but that would have been what I would
You
have said
cheated.
anyway.
You looked at
Oh,
it.
man.
On your kids' lives, did you look at the answer?
It was the first article I read this
Of course
morning.
you saw it.
Because I was like, oh, I wonder if I'm that wife. So I read it.
Crystal
I
just
agree.
gave you the answer. The therapist says the secret to a more perfect union, it's called active responsibility. If you see the dishes that need to be done, wash them.
No.
Does the car need gas? Fill it up. It's called active responsibility.
Trying to teach that to my kids.
Yes, people who
Exactly.
wait for their partner to ask them to do a chore. That's passive responsibility.
Yeah.
She says it's one of the most frequent complaints she gets from wives about their husbands. And if that's all you're complaining about, then things aren't so bad.
But it does-
hold on. Let me tell you a story.
Wait,
You
can
ready?
I just squeeze in? It does help push that on your kids if as a couple, you do that. Do you see what I'm saying? So I think that there might be, that's where like a woman's brain goes extra deep.
Active
It's not
responsibility is
just
passed
like,
down.
I want you to do it. It's, I want you to do it because you're trying to be an example. And when you don't do it, then the kids see that. And then the kids think they don't have to do it.
Okay, here you go.
Go ahead,
Some
Eric. Eric,
this
floor
is
is
some
yours.
You guys ready for some life lessons?
Oh, yeah.
All right.
Hit me.
Shake it up. When you meet someone, Vic, you have what is called shiny granite. Okay? You find this granite and you go, "Oh my God, this granite is amazing. It's shiny, it's perfect. It looks like marble, it's so good." And the woman might say, "Look, I found my granite." And you guys share this granite.
This music is perfect.
It is. You share this granite. Every time that the lady goes, "Look, he left his socks on the ground." That's a little marble just kind of nicking the granite. It's just a little marble. It doesn't destroy the granite, but you can see where the marble hit. And then the guy picks up the socks eventually, and they go on their way. And then all of a sudden she goes in the back and she goes, "Oh, look, there's a rake that he didn't pick up. Now you just took a piece of rock and you threw it at the granite. And oh, there's a chip out of the granite now." Well, do that over the course of 30 years. There's no more granite. You're still up, but it looks like a piece of garbage.
Looks like a piece of coral.
Yeah. So you got to protect the granite. Protect the granite, Crystal Cooper. Don't throw rocks at the granite.
Time can tear a lot of things down.
Yes.
I've heard time can heal all.
Yes.
But time can also tear a lot of things down.
There's certain things that you could shoot a bazooka at the granite and it's boom, it's gone in one day. But most relationships, it's just chiseling away at the granite.
Death by 1,000 slices.
There you go.
This has been Relationship Advice with Eric Johnson.
Protect your granite.
Protect the granite.
That's the funniest, Eric. That is
was dead on.
protect.
That was a full analogy with no football references. I'm very proud of you.
Joe's like, what
Well
the
done.
what the book?
Yes.
Deep thoughts
Yes.
with Eric Johnson.
There was no fourth
Regarding
down.
granite.
There was no, you've got two receivers in motion.
Oh
there was
my
nothing.
God.
That was great.
Amy says you need to shine your granite.
Shine your granite. Yes. Shine your granite. You want it to.
Hey, if she shines your granite, then you're going to be a happy guy.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's a. I'm just gonna
But
shut
only
up
let
now.
your wife shine your granite.
Only let your wife shine your granite.
Unless you're on tour, right?
Oh my God! I didn't say that.
Brendan Shanahan.
I've never been on tour, so I'm not guilty.
Yeah, you
Is that a Joe Biden moment? Like you thought it and
my
it came out?
Love Missouri says we all have blemishes.
Yeah.
Oh my God, Eric, that was classic.
Yeah.
Okay, we got to do this right now before we get serious again because this is serious. It's just not hardcore serious news. The 10 most unbreakable rules of parking lot etiquette. Everybody's been in a parking lot where they have been, let's just say, challenged or challenged somebody else. Maybe not intentionally, but did something to really piss somebody else off.
Yes.
Number 10, don't wait for the perfect spot. If there are available spots, just park further back because when you don't, you can just create congestion.
Yes.
I don't know about that. Number 9,
Yeah, because you're
follow-
just driving around. Yeah.
Follow the effing arrows. I put my own effing in there because I've seen this before. Don't go the wrong way down an aisle because it disturbs the flow and can cause a big problem for everybody else. This world is not all about you, regardless of what commercials and media and marketing companies tell you. Number 8, use turn signals. That can help people in parking lots understand where you're going. Number 7, always return your shopping cart. don't just leave it lying around the parking lot.
Agreed.
Because those
True.
carts, I've got 2 dents in my car that I'm convinced happened from shopping carts. And they happened within 4 days of getting my car because I'm always in parking lots, grocery stores, you name it. Only thing that could have happened. Plus, they can roll into spots, and somebody has to go out and round all those carts up.
Yes.
And if you looked at the ages who are pulling carts in now, they're all over 70.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yes.
seriously, I don't see a lot of kids doing those jobs anymore. Number 6, when you get in your car to leave quickly. I don't know about that.
Well, if someone's waiting for your spot,
Well, somebody
they see you get in the
Yeah,
car,
but
you turn your lights on, and your lights are sitting there.
But if I've got something to do, don't rush me. This is
I
my
don't
spot
have an
until
issue
I
with
until
that.
until I leave. What if I went out to the car and my wife was still in shopping, which happens all the time? We'll go into a store, and be like, okay, I'm done here. I'm going out to the car
and that's
sit.
fine, but I'm just saying that's why someone would get
But
annoyed
then
is
you
because
get a
they
bunch
just
of
assumed
jerk-offs
you
that
were
are
leaving.
honking at you.
Totally
to get out of
disagree with Brendan right now.
I agree with
1 billion %. I
That's all
disagree
right.
with him because getting a parking spot is an art. It is an art. And if you find someone with like you walking out, you're like, I'm going to sit here for at least a few minutes until you leave. And as you are doing that, you have traffic backing up behind you. So I'm waiting for you to leave so that I can get your parking
But I'm not
space.
leaving.
You are leaving.
I'm not.
Good day.
Andy says learn patience.
I'm not leaving.
I said you're leaving.
I'm
Good
waiting for my wife to get out of the store.
Get out of the parking space.
Jeannie says my car is scratched hell from parking lots.
Mine
Yes,
too. Mine
I
too.
hate it. All right, number 5, don't slowly tail people as they walk through the parking lot.
That is so.
Yeah, that's like Christmas time, right? That's
I
more
thought that
Christmas
would have
time.
been number
the
1.
That's
you
horrible.
Or
trail
number
somebody
2.
walking out to the car, and then you always see that person waving. You like, no, I'm just putting bags in the back. No, I'm going back in.
Number 4, if you park poorly, try again. It's better to take the time to repark than to park on the lines and screw up somebody else from getting a chance to park, and you become that jackass
Yes, agreed.
who's in 2 spots with 1 car.
Agreed.
Yeah, on that one.
And I think we've all seen that, right?
Mm-hmm.
Of course.
Yeah. The worst is parking garages too, because the lines are just barely wide enough to get your car into it one way or another.
Oh yeah,
And you have to come
in.
in. And you got to come in at an angle, and maybe you're kind of never mind. But it's horrible. The parking
Number
garage.
3 is a combo of number 4. I kind of let into
Yeah,
it. Didn't mean to, but I did. Don't park so you're taking up multiple spaces. That really pisses me off.
Yes, yes, sir.
You know what? There is one time where I think it's all right. If you've got the really, really, really fancy car and you want to park at the end of the parking lot and take up 2
all
spots.
the way back?
All the way back. Fine, go do it.
Yeah.
Put your car there. That's great. I get it.
Mm-hmm.
Because I've thought about doing it. If I get a really fancy car again or something, after my car's been hit twice, you better damn well believe I'll park at the back.
See,
I've learned
I
my lesson.
usually park by nobody on purpose, and then I just hoof my my butt up there. I just walk further.
How many times do you see somebody that has like a brand new, like, $100,000, $120,000 BMW or something like that, and they pull in all kind of, cockeyed just on purpose, like on an
Bad
angle, just
idea.
never. It's like, come on, man.
Yeah, and in
insult to
Chesterfield-
injury.
All that does is just
Right?
piss people off.
And in Chesterfield, those cars also have handicaps.
Yeah. Jay Saunders says, stop being lazy, learn to walk. But Aaron says way back there is where the carjackers can get it without being caught on camera.
Good point.
Yeah, that is another good camera. I just figured the whole lot is covered. I thought the whole lot is covered by cameras.
Yeah. And my car's always too
usually
messy,
are.
so I never do valet.
Todd says when you park by no one, there's always that jerk that comes and parks right next to you.
That is true. It's like, really? But it's probably because they're like, well, they parked back here because they take care of their stuff. So I'll park next to them because they're sure it's not going to hit me, right?
I guess so. All right. Number 2, don't block the flow of traffic waiting a long time just for one spot.
Yeah, so get out of the spot, Brendan.
This, no.
Yeah. Move it or lose it.
He's already in the spot.
But that's etiquette too, Vic, is to have someone know that there's people that want your spot. Get in, get out. That's being etiquette prone too. So if don't look at me that way. You know what I'm talking about.
If I'm walking up to my car and I see that you're pulling down the
And,
lane,
and we
you
have
see me,
we have a nice agreement going on.
we have a look in the eye.
Yes.
I'm going to let you know, like, hey man, I'm not
No,
leaving.
you're not going to do that. You're going to be like, this is a utilitarian effort. I put my car here so I could go get something. I'm done now. We have an agreement because we made eye contact.
But I'm not done.
waiting for you.
No, I would wave you off.
How could you wave me off?
Just like,
By
no,
waving
I'm
you
in.
off, saying I'm not leaving.
Okay.
I'm staying.
Yeah.
See,
Hey,
especially at Christmas time, I'm the one where I like, if I see somebody looking for a spot and I'm walking down, I'll like make eye contact with them on purpose and I'll be like, hey, I'm right over there. You know what I mean? Like, I'll let them know.
good
and
job,
I don't mind
Crystal.
if they follow me to my
Crystal.
car.
That's
That's fine with me.
That's
Here,
fine.
I'm right here, you know?
And I've done that as well.
Yeah.
Unless I'm waiting for my wife, who's going to be in the store another 25 minutes.
Right.
And I can catch another episode of something on YouTube. Or
Bingo.
Whatever, you know?
You should be helping your wife shop.
Why? No, she
Yeah.
doesn't want me to help her
No.
shop. I'm going to tell her don't
Look,
buy it.
women want you to leave.
I enjoy my
Women
husband
want
in
you
the
to
store with
leave.
me.
I'm going to go wait in the car. Fan-damn-tastic. Good day.
Oh, we
different
we do
then.
shop together all the time.
How long have you guys been married?
12 years. We've been together
Oh, that's pretty good.
17.
That's
Well,
good.
you saw our pictures from the other night. Our big Friday night
Oh,
was going
yeah.
to the club,
You were
right?
at Sam's Club.
We're like clubbing on a Friday night. It was Sam's.
Number 2, it was especially if you're just randomly waiting and no one's backing out anywhere. Number 1, don't park in a handicap spot.
Yeah.
Yes, that's
That was the most
And if you
anticlimactic list I've ever heard in my
Right?
life.
Actually,
Duh.
number one. And the number one answer, the most obvious: don't park in a handicap.
Yeah,
right,
that was
but you know
horrible.
hold on, you know the part next to the handicap spot that's all like slash marked?
Yes.
Right? It's like a whole other spot,
Yes, I do.
but then you can park next to it. Well, people will hug into that slashed part.
That is a walkway.
No, it's not.
It is a
No, listen to me.
walkway.
It's
No, it's
for
for
the ramps.
unloading
for
ramps, yes.
unloading the people who are in the back seat of
Crystal
these vans.
Cooper, that cannot be true.
It is
Yes, it
true.
is.
And if you're
100%.
over in that spot,
That is
they
for-
can't get out.
That extra slashy area is
No.
so someone.
1,000%.
I'm taking a picture
So
of it
a
today.
handicap
And I'm, no.
It's for
People
when
in
they have a
wheelchairs
ramp,
can get out.
they can get out.
all kinds of things.
Wait a minute.
Yeah.
So, but it's not for a car.
No, it's not
Yeah,
for a car.
so you know the vans and stuff that
That's the extra
Thank you.
loading
That's
area.
what I was confused
it's
about.
the
I'm
extra
sorry.
loading area
Yes.
for the people in the handicap car.
So
Okay.
even if you have
So
a
if you're-
handicap spot
Gotcha.
and you've got a wheelchair, how are you going to get it out of there?
Yes, sir.
In that
Now,
short
now,
area?
now I'm feeling you. I'm
Yeah.
feeling
But
you
How
now.
many
don't-
times have you seen somebody park in those slash
Never.
areas? Oh my God, it happens all the time.
Yeah.
Never.
Or not even fully park in it, just like half in it. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
don't take up any of that.
I didn't know that.
space.
You
Yeah.
learn something new on this
What
show
didn't you
every
know?
day. That the slashed parking, what is it called?
So you know what where there's a handicap spot and next to it there's like another full spot and it's all slash marked blue, right? And you're not supposed to park there. Well, it's because it allows space for the ramp of these vans to allow the wheelchair
know
to
that
come
either.
out.
I did
Or
not
like-
know that.
Yeah, or like
So if you hug
wheelchairs or anything
over-
like that. Yeah,
No,
yeah.
thanks
You
for
know,
teaching me.
if you
I
hug
had no
over into
idea.
that spot thinking like, oh, I'll get myself an extra foot, you're taking away that ability for that person to get out of their car.
Crystal, you're so smart.
And in some places, like have you seen like at Walmart, some of the handicap spots they have are almost like a parallel park as opposed to a pull-in.
Yeah.
Yes, yes.
That way they don't have to have that extra bonus area because the parallel park part, you just go
Wow.
out into the main
Okay.
area of it.
All right.
Michelle says parking
Interesting.
spots don't bother me nearly as much as walking in and seeing someone using the scooters when they really don't need them and there's not one available.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
Don't
But
go to Disney World.
But you know what, though? How do you know if somebody, and this is a legitimate question, how do you know if somebody
Because they
doesn't
get
need
their
it?
happy ass up out of it and run over to what they want, jump up on top of the cabinets and get what
I've never seen that happen, but that would
I
make
have.
sense.
I used one once, and I had just gotten out of the hospital, and I was on crutches, but I didn't have my crutches. I got to and I felt like somebody was judging me the whole time, like, what, why is this guy using this? And I'm like, hurt my leg, just, me, don't mind me, bad leg here.
Hey, Crystal, what you were talking about with that spot,
Mm-hmm.
Jay says he sees a lot of motorcycle riders parking in those
Yes.
spots.
It's really frustrating. Yeah.
Maybe do you think somebody's just dumb or uneducated and doesn't know that it's for them or that they know exactly what they're doing?
It's probably a combo. You probably have the few that really don't know.
Yeah.
And then you have the people who are just thinking maybe like I'm going to be in and out really fast.
How come the handicap
But if
spots
you
are
think
so
about
huge?
it, but think about how many spots are there for you and me? And then how many of those slash spots are there? So if you have time, you've loaded somebody in to take them to the store and you have to wait because you can't get out and you can't find, you can just go find another one. There's not 17 of those parking spots in the parking lot, right?
Oh, my
so just be
gosh.
kind.
They're getting more and more of the handicap spots.
I will say this.
Andy says Eric uses the expecting mother spot.
Okay, I don't do that. but I have so much contempt for these stores with the COVID stuff still, where they have the slot 1 and 2.
Yeah,
And it says
I
Texas
know.
when you're here. I have such contempt for that I use those all the time. I'm like, screw you. I'm using this. I'm coming in. I'm getting whatever I want. I'm not. I cannot stand that businesses are still doing that. I can't stand it personally. It's a pet peeve of mine.
Well, you mean like you've never done like a pickup at like Target or Walmart or anything like that?
Back when COVID was a scary, scary monster, I might have done it. And I might have done it just for convenience, but it's not a scary monster anymore. So they still have those signs out there, and I just use them. I'm sorry.
I'll tell you what, I like we'll still use like the Target pickup more than anything. Like that one seems to work flawless. It's in, out, done. It's super quick. The Walmart one, I've never had any
I
luck
use
with or anything.
Sam's because everything's so heavy sometimes.
Oh wow!
Oh, my
That
God.
would save me a lot of
No,
money
to
not
be
going
completely
into
honest,
Sam's.
like whenever Nick's out of town, I will, if I have to get the Gatorades, the waters, the 40-pound of cat
So
litter,
you
like
won't
all
go
of
into the
that,
store anymore?
I'll order it the night before,
Hey, by
and
the
then
way,
I come, and
by
then
the
I
way,
come
I
here.
need. By the way, I need you to pick me up some new Fairlife protein.
Oh my
drinks.
God!
See, and then I'm
Lazy.
hooking him up with cases of Fairlife. And then I have it set up for pickup between 10 and 11. And then when I leave here, I go stop by, I pull in my parking spot, I text them my number, they bring it out, they load it in the car for me. Done.
Anna says she saw 3 teens driving like a train at Walmart in the scooters on Saturday.
Yeah.
Ah, see.
That's bad. But that big topic here. Then Donna says only some people can walk short distances, but that's it. So that's why they'll use the scooters.
Yeah.
Yeah, or they could be getting a knee replacement soon. and you
Dottie
just don't
says,
know.
how does the scooter user get into the store to get the scooter, where they walk in to get the scooter, they unload their groceries, and then drive it back and walk back to their car?
So how about the people who say, so Crystal, you drive around one of your elderly parents and they need the handicap placard. Do you still use that
I get it.
placard when you go?
If you're with them. I think some people
If you're
do.
with them, yeah, that's
I
fine.
think
But
some
if they're not
people
with
do.
you, I see people do it all the time.
Yeah.
No, but I'm also not lazy. And like I said, I don't grab the front spot all the time.
Eric,
and
I
I
get it.
always back into my parking spot.
Yeah.
So give me a little extra
Oh,
time.
you're a backer-inner?
Well, yeah. The first movement in your car to be safe should always be forward.
Yeah.
That's a pain in the answer.
That's awesome. That's true. It's awesome. Eric, Aaron says the online pickup spots are getting ridiculous. They are taking up half the parking lot.
Yeah, it's dumb.
That-
It's stupid.
Especially at Target, if you ever go there.
They should put them. They're starting to
Anna
put them more
says
near a
Target's
back
the
door,
worst.
though.
Yep,
Like they're
I
putting
just
an
saw
extra
it.
entrance.
Fantastic. There is a. Do you guys have secret parking spaces that only you know about?
I do have one.
What do you mean
somewhere.
What do you mean by that?
At the Ameristar Casino when PRL plays there, because I have to park pretty close and I don't want to move my car from the bottom and then repark it. I have a secret space that only I park at because it's not listed as a parking space, but my car fits in it perfectly, and I never get. Nobody ever says anything.
I do have one.
Do you have one of those?
I have one of those, and guess where it is?
Where?
It's downtown when I have to go to Blues games.
I think
Oh,
I remember
really?
you using
in
it.
the Enterprise Center. I
Isn't
do.
that awesome?
Vic knows I got a
Yeah.
special. We go
I-
somewhere, and I have a special parking.
You have a
place.
spot too?
Yeah, remember we were leaving out of the same place. I'm not gonna say it because I don't want people to steal it, but we were leaving out of the same place, and
At
I
Enterprise?
went the other direction. You go, where are you going? Is your car out front? And I said, no, it's out back.
Oh.
Ah, yes. That's the key to happiness.
I don't even know what the hell you're talking about.
It's the key to
It's a place we
happiness.
go to all the time.
It's a key to
Oh,
happiness.
Wendy's?
Ah, yeah.
Talk about
Oh,
Wendy's.
Come on now.
Give your spot up.
No.
I also have one at Riverport, or not Riverport, but the Hollywood Casino, the amphitheater. I have a place that I can go where I'm guaranteed not to have to walk a quarter of a mile to the venue.
Yeah, I just go to
Nobody
I
ever
go to the workers'
challenges
lot.
me.
I go to the workers' lot right there.
Why are
Pull
you
right up.
busting my balls? Why did you just give up my damn secret?
It's not
What's
a
the
secret.
matter with you?
You just, it's my secret too, dude.
We're getting outed over here.
You go to the workers' lot.
Yes.
Yeah. You walk literally right in, like, whoop.
No one ever challenges you. They're not working at those hours. You pull right in. Boom.
Even when the first front of it is all blocked up.
Yes.
Just say,
Yeah.
hey, I'm working the show. Okay, go ahead. Go down here and turn
Yeah.
left.
It sucks. Thanks a lot, Brendan.
Troy
you're
says,
welcome.
as a CDL card holder, number one rule, never back up unless you have to.
Yep.
Of course, because you have a monster vehicle that you're working in. Jeannie says, we used to have a special spot downtown. It's gone now.
Oh.
And Enterprise there is now. Ha, ha, ha. Amy says, yes, I do have a few parking spots around here.
You know what? We could write a book on this because I just remembered another one at the airport.
Oh.
I just remembered another one at the airport. I do have to pay for the parking, but once I get there, I can get right close to the door. That, again, no one has ever messed with me.
Rosalind's on the phone. Rosalind, real quick, and then we got to take a break.
Yeah, Eric, I'm a shut-in, as most of you know, and
I never do that.
I had a senior shopping program that used to come here and bring me my groceries.
Okay.
Well, then when COVID happened, then Kroger started that program of picking up the groceries.
Yeah.
And so now my brother can come from work, get my groceries, and bring them here, so I'm still being able to get my groceries. So maybe that's why, some people are still using that.
But what about him just going in and they're waiting at the counter instead of them coming out to him?
Yes.
Because Target will do that too. Target, you can go in and pick up your pickup orders.
He has other issues with a wife at home that he needs to get home to, so I try not, and he's the only one that lives close to me, so this was how I could get my groceries without causing him problems with his home life.
I'm not trying to cause problems, Rosalind. I'm just saying.
I know you're not, but I just wanted to let. I didn't even know that was an issue because I don't go to the store, so I didn't even know that that's what you were talking about at first.
Okay. I'm just saying, let's get this world back to pre-COVID. Let's do that quickly and get rid of all the dumbass signs and all the. Let's just start going in to shop like we used to in the old days. And Crystal Cooper will just order her food and have it delivered to the parking lot. But I do think there should be some pain in the game for the people that do that. They need to park like way across the street or something like that.
Well, at Sam's, they do have it off to the side in like its own.
I'm not kidding. I do need some new Fairlife. If you can,
Oh my
Sam. When's your next Sam?
I'm your dealer of Fairlife.
When's your next?
It's at Walmart.
No, it's not.
Yes,
at
it is.
Oh my God!
You're in luck. It's today.
What's today?
That I'm putting an order in to pick up tomorrow.
Oh my God! What is so good about that chocolate? Man,
I'll take 10 cases.
Get Nestle's. It's way better.
Hey, I need 2 giant cans of nacho cheese, please.
Make a list, guys.
Yeah, if you can give me some
And
Emo's sauce, that'd be
a bucket
great.
of gravy. Can I get a bucket of gravy?
Apple butter, some Musselman's, not the other garbage.
And
You need a jar of jalapeno slices to go with that.
Did you just say apple butter?
Yes, sir, I did.
All right.
With some butter.
And as we go to break,
Real butter.
Matthew says, "Amen, Eric. I'm so sick of all the COVID-driven BS."
Yeah, enough is enough.
All right, Eric Johnson, Brendan Shanahan, Crystal Cooper, I'm Vic Faust of Fox 2. I promise we come back. We'll tell you what has President Trump or former President Trump all up in arms with the Pulitzer people. It's really sad, especially being a journalist, what's happened to journalism. And we're also going to tell you about this city's historic low arrest now, where crime is surging, and police say, yeah, we're not going to do anything.
Woo!
Oh, yeah. I'll also tell you about a local business leaving St. Louis City.
Bye.
This might blow your mind.
I'm waiting.
All right. Those are your teases. Back with more right after this. It is The Edge, the fastest 2 hours of Morning Talk Radio.
This is the Edge Morning Show.
Live on 100.7.
The Viper.
This is a Reese's Peanut Butter Cup sound experiment. We're looking to find the perfect way to hear Reese's so you'll buy more of them. Here we go. Reese's.
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 Reese's. Hey, get out of here, you little stinker. Reese's. Reese's.
Reese's. Peanut Butter Cups. That breathy one sounded very creepy, am I right?
Spectrum Glass is known for their quality work on windshields, but they do so much more. Spectrum Glass also specializes in residential, commercial, and automotive window tinting. Reduce the heat, reduce the fading, and increase your comfort with professional window tinting from Spectrum Glass. Serving St. Charles and surrounding counties since 1995, Spectrum Glass is still your premier company for windshield replacement. And with free mobile service, they come to you. 636-294-1800 on Facebook and SpectrumGlassOnline.com.
If you want the best, don't settle for the rest. Come to F&S. F&S Collision Repair provides the best customer service, quality of work, paint color match, and paintless dent repair. They do it all. No job too big or too small. Just what your car or truck ordered. F&S Collision. Call today to schedule your appointment and get that car repaired. F&S Collision Repair.
Compass Health Network Express Care offices in Newtown, St. Peters, and Wentzville are ready to serve you today. Compass Health accepts Medicaid, self-pay, private insurance, and offers a sliding fee scale. Don't wait another day to feel better. Call 844-853-8937 for an appointment or visit compasshealthnetwork.org for a location nearest you. Compass Health Network Express Care. Feel better today.
Hi, my name is Takia, and a little thing that I love about the Smokehouse Barbecue Bacon Sandwich is when I take a bite, it's the perfect blend from the bacon to the cheese. It's perfection.
Hey, I'm Katora, and a little thing I love about the Chick-fil-A mac and cheese is it kind of melts in your mouth, so you know it's creamy, cheesy, and delicious. This gooey mac makes me cheese every time.
Order dinner delivered on the Chick-fil-A app today. Delivery fee and other restrictions apply. Real guests paid for their testimonials.
Midnight Auto Supply in St. Peters carries a full line of automotive parts and paints. They're a PPG Platinum distributor of automotive paint and industrial coatings and auto body shop supplies. For over 40 years, your hometown auto parts store is Midnight Auto. Stop in at Midnight Auto Supply in St. Peters, just off Mexico Road, 447-4000, 447-4000, on the web at mid-niteautosupply.com.
Drivers who switch and save with Progressive save over $700 on average, and those savings add up. Imagine what you could buy in the future.
The graphics are so real on this video game console I bought with the savings from switching to Progressive 10 years ago. I can't tell what's real and what's the game, which I think is what people want. You know, in the future, which it is currently.
So switch to Progressive and save big, because those savings can add up in the future. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. National annual average insurance savings by new customers surveyed who saved with Progressive in 2020. Potential savings will vary.
At Locke's Family Hair Salon in St. Peters, the emphasis is on family. Women, men, and children's styles to make everyone look amazing. And they have their new line of Locke's shampoo and conditioner, just for Locke's clients. For cuts, color, perms, and more. Come in for Brazilian blowouts, face waxing, makeup, and hair extensions too. On Mexico Road in St. Peters by Smoothie King. For directions and appointment information, go to loxfamilyhairsalon.com. Locke's Family Hair Salon, where family is everything.
The Edge Morning Show.
Hey guys, welcome back to the show. It is The Edge. Happy Tuesday, July 19th, 9:37 is our time. Eric Johnson's here. Brendan Shanahan's in for Chris. Crystal Cooper, I'm Vic Faust of Fox 2. As we were headed to break, I was telling you a business leaving St. Louis City, another one. Unfortunately, we hear of more businesses leaving St. Louis City. And when I say city, I mean downtown.
What?
If there was a tracker on the businesses moving to the city, we would say that as well. So if you know something that we miss, let us know.
It's not happening.
And we'll talk about it. This one shocked me. Brad Young sent me this last week. We're getting to it on Tuesday now. But even before I could say it, Matthew Hicks, right on spot, he hit it. Brown and Crouppen.
What? I cannot.
Brown and Crouppen is moving to the Hill from downtown. As Matthew says, Terry Crouppen is as pro St. Louis as it gets, and he is. And even he realizes downtown has gone far downhill. That's Matthew saying that.
They just want to make more videos about sandwiches. That's the thing.
In the Hill.
Yeah, in the Hill.
Because they're moving to the Hill area.
Yep. They won an Emmy. They won an Emmy for making those sandwich videos.
That's not even far enough. They need to go farther west. They need to make it to Chesterfield.
Well, it's interesting you say that, too, because Aaron right after says, I'd love to see Crown Candy come out of the city to the O'Fallon-Wentzville area.
They would kill.
Oh, my God.
That Crown Candy.
Totally.
Now, their owner, he's got enough money, and he's a city guy.
Candy.
But eventually, one may take enough. Now, they're a staple of St. Louis. It's a tour. I mean, you're like, hey, where do I go when I'm in St. Louis?
Even if you open Crown Candy West, it would kill.
Oh, CC West?
Yeah.
Yeah, why he hasn't.
A pound of bacon on a sandwich from Wentzville, they'll be lined up.
Yeah.
If he was able to come out, and I know building cost is a lot
It's
expensive.
not, though. It's not. It's totally doable. With the economic development.
With as much money as he has, you're right, you could do it. But building anything right now is super expensive.
Yeah, but they have
projects
programs
that were quoted, let's just say, $1 million are coming in at $3 million.
St. Charles has economic programs right now where they'll help you set up to come to St. Charles.
Yeah,
they
but
do.
they're turning everything into a car wash or a freaking bank.
No,
and
not
that's it.
necessarily. Not just look at the streets of St. Charles. Brilliant.
But look at Mid Rivers Mall Drive. There's 16
Gotta
banks
wash
and
your car.
14 car washes.
Got to wash your car.
In 4 miles.
right.
In 4 miles,
So what's your point?
100%.
What's your point,
16
Brendan?
banks and 14 car washes.
He's passionate about that.
But they're all doing well, or they're all making it.
It's
but you're right.
crazy.
Does this
You're
not
right.
have anything to do with the guy jumping off the building?
No, that was the other.
That's
That was
Brown and
Brown and
Brown.
Brown and Brown.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he was.
I'm like,
He was
wait,
also
I
sick.
would move too if
So
my
if you-
partner jumped off my
What's
building.
DB's? Todd says DB's is moving to St. Charles.
Oh, really? They're in South. They're in like right
Dave and Buster's.
by Soulard.
Oh,
No, DB's Sports Bar. It's in Soulard. It's just the other side of
Oh,
like
that
the
DB's.
market. Yeah.
If you want
I
to
know
watch
it.
the
Do
greatest,
they have body paint there?
Yeah, their waitresses are scantily clad.
Okay.
if you want to watch
No,
the
that was
greatest,
Johnny's that had the.
Okay.
don't worry about that. If you want to watch the greatest show,
Don't
ever,
worry about that.
the greatest show ever, watch the Brown and Brown without the Brown television extravaganza
I've
on
seen it.
Fox 2
Here's
after
my-
hours.
Here's
Well,
my
we don't
beer
carry it
can
anymore.
collection. I
It
hope
is on.
everybody likes
It
the
is
beer
on.
No,
can.
those are
Those are
Eric,
reruns.
and
Then
those are reruns.
Well, he needs to come up with another episode because it's the great. He goes around St. Louis talking about like landmarks. They're usually Catholic
He's
churches.
Like he's in Turtle Park. He's like, this is where I once rode my bike and skinned my knee.
I cannot even
It's
imitate
terrible
it.
TV,
It's
but-
you're wrong, Vic. It is great TV.
No.
That makes them people look like
You're missing
Martin
my point.
Scorsese.
It's so bad, it's good.
Yes, it is. After,
It's kind of like Gutfeld. He's so bad.
no,
it's
Gutfeld
good.
is so good, it's good. But this, after a
Gutfeld's
PRL,
great.
after a Platinum Rock Legends show, at any given St. Louis bar, I would go home. I get my little hot toddy.
Because there's nothing else on.
There's nothing else on. I would put on Channel 2.
You live a sorry life.
Yes, I do. I would put on Channel 2, and there's Brown and Brown talking about all of the landmarks around St. Louis, and they are horrible. And they are so bad.
Here's the ticket sales
They're
from a
so
concert
bad.
we went to in 1968.
The guy that killed himself, and he did this episode where he was sitting on the front of Chesterfield Amphitheater playing his acoustic guitar, and the
And you were
acoustic,
hooked.
and it was so out of tune. I was like, how are they letting him do this? And
Because they
It is a
paid for all their own
double-breasted suit.
advertising.
He would wear that double-breasted suit too. He looked like a Bond villain.
Yes, and he and he had the biggest sweat rings around his armpits I've ever seen on TV. All right, let's get back to COVID because this is a ridiculous.
No,
topic.
I'm not talking
I don't want to talk about
Ridiculous.
COVID.
Let's talk about.
It
Putin.
seems as
Here's
if the
back to
Facebook
Putin.
line was talking about the best places in the city they wished, or places in the city they wished would come west.
Dude, I'm telling you right now, this is the,
Eric just summed up Eric.
what?
He's like, oh yeah, Eric, with his circus peanuts, his taffy,
Yes,
watching Fox 2's Brown and Brown afternoon
life is
special.
good. Life is good.
Popping
Did you go
Necco
to
wafers
Cracker
left and
Oh, my
right.
God.
Did you go to Cracker Barrel?
I
to
didn't
get
go
your-
to Cracker Barrel. I don't go to Cracker Barrel to get my taffy. That's only on my way out to the Lake of the Ozarks.
Well, he works late at night, so he's always around for the blue plate special at 4:30.
Yes, that they said is that the eye patch guy.
Yes, the
Yes.
eye patch guy.
Yes.
You guys have to go on YouTube and watch it, please.
But
It's
Brown
the
and-
greatest thing ever.
But Brown and Crouppen moving to the Hill out of St. Louis
Yeah.
City.
That's-
Channel
yeah.
I thought they
Channel
were in
4
Clayton.
moving out of the city, coming to Maryland.
that
Heights.
right?
Well, yeah.
No, I know we
about
talked
a few
about it, but I didn't know it was going to happen.
Yeah, no, that's happening. They're coming out near us. And we're Fox 2. And Fox 2 is in Maryland Heights. A lot of people don't realize that.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's,
So is KSDK still down
they're-
there?
Yeah, they're the only station downtown. So they're
But-
still downtown.
Does Channel 30 still have the studios down?
Channel 30 still has studios in Brentwood.
Okay, but do they still own the building down across from the old
I
Post-Dispatch?
don't know who owns that.
Because that's where the Point and the
Yeah.
the river and all that. That's where we were all together because we're all owned by the same company back
Fox
then.
2 was going to go there about 3 years ago. And we had a new ownership group that kept us where we were.
Yeah, that would be brutal.
Isn't that where Bally's is?
Bally's.
No,
Or
no.
Fox Sports Midwest? They used to be right there in Union Station, right?
No.
No. Oh yeah. Fox Sports Midwest was.
We're talking
it
about a
was
different-
Yeah.
We're talking about a different building.
Do you know?
Oh,
where
you said the point.
post-
So
yeah,
I was thinking like right there.
it was.
I want to know
that's
where
that's where it went to. But
I
it
want to know
used
where
to be.
DB's is going to St. Charles, where that's going to be allowed. I mean, because that was the same DB's I saw. Where the hell are they going to St. Charles? And how
Good
would you?
question.
And Todd, how would you know that?
DB's is
sounds
a pretty big,
logical. Yep.
They do a lot. I can't believe that because they do a lot of stuff for the games and like Cardinals games. There's a lot of stuff they do, especially with the new soccer stadium
Oh, Ginny
going in.
says Westport.
They're
Oh no,
moving
they're asking where Channel 4's now. Channel 4's going to Westport.
Yeah. Interesting.
Yeah.
Very interesting conversation.
but in a way that kind of makes sense because it's a little bit more centralized.
Yeah,
for,
I get
for the most part.
absolutely, especially with more. You talking about Channel 4?
Yeah, just in
But
you
you're
guys
stuck.
being in
You're damned if
Maryland
you
Heights
do,
there,
damned
too.
if you don't when you're in TV because you're covering the East Side as well, and we do cover
You
a lot
guys
of
have a
news in the
helicopter.
Metro East. No, we do.
Yeah, but you're right by 270. They can hop on 270 and be in the Metro East.
Yeah, but
pretty
you're
quick.
still having to go back and forth.
Sure.
Yeah,
You're gonna have to go back and
And-
forth somewhere anyways.
but so much more news, and when you look at ratings and how they're done,
Mm-hmm.
there's a lot more homes that are being surveyed throughout St. Charles County for like the last 6 years and growing.
Oh, sure.
And
Yeah.
and it goes on population, and there'll be less people in the city according to population.
Yeah.
The less population or the further away you are, the less homes that get meters.
You know the
Meters dictate ratings, which can dictate advertising rates.
Yes. You know that you're in a community that's booming when you start ripping up land to put car dealerships all up and down the highway. St. Charles is becoming the car dealership mecca of Missouri.
and car wash and bank mecca too.
Of course.
I just gotta let that one live there for a second.
It drives me
St.
nuts.
Charles needs more Starbucks coffees for sure.
They're putting those
Talk
scooters
to your
up.
buddy.
The little scooter places. There's scooters drive-through coffee. They're putting them up all over the
This
place.
was not supposed to be a joke. Anyway, I'm just saying this good for St. Charles. St. Louis City sucks. It's going to die. The story of here was Vic telling everybody that another business is pulling the plug out of St. Louis. How many more of those companies are going to do that over the next 10 years? It's going to be a very dark, sad little city.
Maybe not. I mean, we're hoping.
You're going to have to vote for some Republicans.
There's so much.
You just have no choice.
So
St.
it'll
Louis.
go back through and get rebuilt. It's got to get torn down before it gets rebuilt, though. Really,
Okay, Joe Biden. Thanks.
I'm serious. It's happened. It happened in Detroit. He was there during.
I
St.
watched
Louis
it.
is not even close to as bad as
Yeah, but
Detroit
there
was.
the only difference between Detroit and Chicago, I mean, Detroit and the areas you guys are talking about, is that Detroit, not only did they reinvest with billions and billions of dollars, and 5 of the 8 billionaires that live in the state of Michigan started investing, they went out and hired a police chief and paid him almost
Yes.
$300,000
Preach.
a year. They hired
Yes.
Chief Craig from from California, I think it was Beverly Hills, and said, "Do what needs to be
Yes.
done."
Now what mayor was in charge back then? Was that a
Democratic-
Republican?
No, Democratic
Okay.
mayor. But Detroit's different than St. Louis. You
Totally.
don't have the race issues that you have in St. Louis. And while you have Republicans and
Oh,
Democrats
yes,
who
you
go, no, you don't, Eric.
They blind the entire north Detroit area.
Here, Eric, you're still living in 90s.
Correct.
What happened when I was there from 2004 to 2011, almost 2012, is most of the politicians throughout the entire St. Louis, or excuse me, the Detroit area were Democrats. Then when you got out the rest of the state, it was mostly Republican. But through Detroit, they still understood business. And
Yeah.
if you are a politician that's dragging your feet, they drug you along. And everybody knew like they had to do something, so they all got on board.
Yeah.
And when when Chief Craig was hired, he went in and took Detroit from #1 in homicides and violent crime every year to like 10
Okay.
in 2.5 years.
Yes, sir.
Because he was allowed to do what he needed to do as a police chief. Then you had the money coming in. Then you had Goris, who owns the Pistons, willing to move the Pistons, which was a paid-off facility out in Auburn Hills. Paid off.
The Joe Louis Arena, right?
No, Joe Louis is downtown.
Auburn Hills.
This was in Auburn Hills.
Okay.
He moved the Pistons downtown into their new facility to be a part of the regrowth. So then you had 4 sports teams within 2 blocks.
Yeah.
They all get it. People go to the city because they feel safe.
Yes.
And there's businesses.
Yes.
And I know we have Michiganders who listen to the show, and they can chime in. Roz is saying Vic is right. but it is a completely different mindset than what is in St. Louis. And it's sad because when people move here, they notice it. I didn't notice this until I left the St. Louis area after growing up here my whole life. I would come back and visit, but I lived other places for 17 years.
Yes.
And then when I came back, I saw it.
My opinion about that
and it
whole
pisses
thing,
me off because I want St. Louis to be something great like it was when I was
It
growing
really
up.
could be. St. Louis could be an amazing, perfect central location city for the entire
you
United
have to
States.
get rid of Cori Bush. You have to get. I'm sorry, you just do. You have to get rid of Cori Bush. I know she's a Congress lady, but you have to get rid of the mayor. You have to get rid of the prosecutor. You have to bring in business-minded people like Steve Ellman to go down there and identify problems to bring them back. Vic is right. And I think the thing about Detroit was that they were always on some national news show being the #1 crime-ridden city in the United States, and they were sick of being the #1 crime-ridden city in the United States. They're like, we're done with this.
I tell
We're
people, go to
this.
Detroit now. It'll blow.
It's awesome.
Well, just go downtown.
Go to Dodgers.
Don't go.
Tiger
Don't
Stadium.
go when it's winter, unless you're into that kind of thing.
Yeah.
But but the 5 months a year where the weather is good,
yeah,
go there, and it's sad. It's just so sad.
Why
because-
don't- why
but
do-
you also don't, and it's a great point from Line Joe says, you don't have to work through the aldermanic process like you do in St. Louis because we have all these aldermen, and you don't have to deal with all of the
And
bureaucracy.
they all have their hands out too. Come on, let's be honest.
It frustrates
What's
me.
not
but-
What's the name of the gun-toting police chief in Arizona that was really tough on crime? God,
Oh, he did the
bring
tent
him in.
city.
Yeah, he did the tent city. He
Joe-
brought back
Joe
the chain
Aparo.
gangs. He brought back the
Yes,
chain
yes.
gangs and things like that. I want to see some chain gangs again.
When we used to drive through,
Where in St. Louis City?
Yeah,
Oh my
bring out
God.
the chain gang.
That's
Have them
not
clean
it.
up the side of the highway.
Have them
That's
pick
not
up
happening.
the trash.
Or
It's
as
not
Albert
happening.
Pujols
Empty
would
the
say,
dumpster.
chain
you-
gang.
when we were kids,
Gang,
we would
gang,
go
gang.
down. We would go down through Mississippi, up through Alabama, up to Florida. You would see prisoners
Yes.
on ropes. They weren't chains; they were ropes tied together, picking up trash along the highway.
Yeah.
I agree with
Mm-hmm.
Brendan.
Bring it back,
Put them to
man.
work.
We got to
man.
take a quick break. We'll be back with more of The Edge. It would be interesting to see, but I don't know if we're going to see that.
Maybe we could bring businesses into St. Louis, like murder hornet killers.
Well, Kevin says St. Louis needs business leaders in charge. He doesn't think community organizers are the answer.
Dude, St. Louis is a dead man walking unless they change the leadership. I'm telling you.
That's Eric Johnson, Brendan Shanahan, Krista Cooper, and Vic Faust. Back with more right after this.
The Edge Morning Show is coming right back.
KFC knows that when it comes to chicken sandwiches, there's good and there's finger-licking good.
A chicken sandwich? That's good. A 100% white meat KFC chicken sandwich so delicious it forces you to rethink everything you know about sandwiches, including whether or not they even need buns, but then you remember how good a brioche bun can be and then having to rethink your rethinking? That's finger-licking good.
KFC's chicken sandwich, always served hot and crispy in your choice of classic or spicy. Order now on the KFC app. Kentucky Fried Chicken, that's finger-licking good.
Prices and product availability may vary.
Please leave a message at the beep.
Hey, it's fun. Remember me? Miss you, buddy. Look, I know it's been a minute, but we gotta get the fam back down to Holiday World and Splash and Safari. They've got 3 of the top 5 water coasters in the world. Remember getting soaked on Mammoth and Cheetah Chase? Or screaming down monster roller coasters like Thunderbird and Voyage? Tickets are still at holidayworld.com. Oh, the kids want to say something. Go ahead.
All right, where are we going for breakfast?
I kind of want a breakfast quesadilla.
Oh, I didn't know they were doing quesadillas for breakfast these days.
Well, Taco Bell is.
Wow, I had no idea.
Yeah, they have this Bell breakfast box now that comes with this breakfast quesadilla that's super cheesy and a hash brown.
Okay, I wish I knew about this earlier.
And it has Cinnabon Delights and a coffee in it.
Why did I not know about this earlier?
Try the new $5 Bell Breakfast Box, only at Taco Bell. At participating U.S. Taco Bell locations during breakfast hours only, 7 to 11 a.m. for a limited time. Contact local store for prices and participation when fair. Tax extra. Drinks exclude freezes.
How long does it take to tackle a home project? With Angie, you could cross it off your list before this ad is over. Just tell us what you need, indoor or outdoor, repair or redesign, and we handle the rest. sending a top pro to get it done. You don't have to lift a finger, except to tap the screen or click the mouse. Plus, Angie is free to use. So bring us your next home project, and we'll bring it home. Download the app or go to Angie.com. That's ANGI.com to get started.
Great care for children begins at Compass Health Network. Our Warrenton and Winsville locations offer pediatric walk-in services, same-day appointments, and specialty care, so your children get the care they need, when, and how they need it. When it comes to children's health care, Compass Health Network is here for you and your family. Call 844-853-8937 for an appointment, or visit compasshealthnetwork.org for more information.
Hi, this is Dr. Erin Huey with Tomasino Gerst Vision Source. We provide a ton of specialty care: glaucoma, diabetic eye care, dry eye evaluations, now myopia management. Typically, we see patients that need vision correction for a variety of hobbies, for work, most often glasses and contacts. Come and see us at Tomasino Gerst Vision Source, dryoureyes.com, 272-1444. dryoureyes.com.
Shop in one place, O'Fallon Overhead Doors, for your residential and commercial garage doors and gates. As a locally owned, family-operated business, O'Fallon Overhead Doors provides 5-star service. Their technicians are not paid on commission, so they won't sell you something you don't need. Looking for a new door, a repair, or yearly maintenance? Call O'Fallon Overhead Doors on Continental Drive in Wentzville, 272-2722. Showroom open weekdays 8 till 4:30. Free estimates on new doors. Visit O'FallonOverheadDoors.com.
COVID-19 moves fast, and now you can too. If you feel symptoms, even if they're mild, you should test fast. Test positive and at high risk for severe COVID-19? Then act fast with authorized oral treatments that can be taken at home and must be taken within 5 days from when symptoms begin. COVID-19 moves fast, and now you can too by asking your healthcare provider if an oral treatment is right for you. Learn about a treatment option at treatcv19.com. This message is sponsored by Pfizer.
Now, back to the Edge Morning Show.
Hey guys, welcome back. Cindy, we'll get into this tomorrow. It's a great topic. I did not see this because I did not see Tucker Carlson last night. Did you see that? J.B. Pritzker. I thought you told us that before.
Last week, didn't you?
I never said J.B. Pritzker is the Democratic #1 nominee.
No, but you told us.
I knew he was running, but who cares? So is...
No, you told us about J.B. Pritzker.
Yeah, like last week.
I told you that J.B. Pritzker was in a state doing this little pre-campaign thing. I was like, good luck with that. I didn't hear that he was the #1 Democratic
You were
candidate.
he's a cat that would do a good job for the Democratic
Gavin
Party.
Newsom,
basically.
#2. I'm telling you, I remember what I told you.
No.
I've had conversations with J.B. Pritzker, and I know this is going to piss off a lot of people in Illinois. But taking politics aside, I had some good conversations with him. You may not like his politics.
He's a putz, and he eats too much food.
I'm just saying, I can see why they would put him as #1. I could see it.
No, I'm sorry. He has too many liberal policies. We're done with liberalism. It's starting to kill the country. We need some real leadership out there. And I'm not even saying Republican. I'm just saying we need real leadership out there to save the country. J.D. Pritzker is not that. Now, I will go to any restaurant he recommends.
Unless he says the asparagus is good, right?
And then but he doesn't eat asparagus. You can tell.
Oh, my God. Guys, thank you for listening today. It is The Edge. Eric Johnson's here, Brendan Shanahan. We're assuming Chris will be back from his hangover tomorrow.
Oh, my.
His anniversary hangover?
His anniversary hangover. Celebrating with his wonderful wife.
We had a good time. We got.
God bless Tracy.
Why?
I just want to say that.
Yeah. Well, yeah, but why?
25 years of that.
With Chris.
Sweet baby Jesus. Thank you for my
God bless
smoking
her. I
hot
love
life.
her.
Yeah, I just saw her ring. She needs a
And Crystal
crane to
Cooper.
walk it around with.
And I'm Vic Faust. Pray for her shoulder.
Yeah.
She really has a tough life.
She's going to be
She's gotta
moving,
carry that
falling to
rock.
the left from all the time.
She needs a
Like,
chiropractor to
She's
keep that
gonna
back
have.
straight.
She's gonna have all kinds of arthritis from that ring. It's so big.
And we'll see you tonight for Fox 2 News at 5 and 9. I'm wearing something blue. It'll be like royal blue.
Nice.
I like it.
Happy birthday, Liam.
Today's show is brought to you by COVID variants. Wouldn't it be cool if they were named like hurricanes? That way you could say, I have COVID, Carl.
KFNS FM.